Tonight on JG9 Live, we kick off Week 14 of the NFL season with a Thursday night battle between two teams desperately looking for a win tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive in the NFC. In one corner, the Detroit Lions, who have not lost 2 straight games all season, and after losing last week on Thanksgiving to the Green Bay Packers, look to keep that alive. In the other corner, the Dallas Cowboys, winners of 3 straight games after their bye week, looking to get right back in the playoff picture against all odds. It's Dak Prescott on the Cowboys, it's Jared Goff on the Lions, and it's right here on JG9 Live. Here we go. All right, everybody. See Zach with a $5 already. Appreciate you, man. We got LAX early. I had to wait 40 minutes on tax week, so our game was occupied. LA's different world, man. Driving to LA is insane. Yep. You know, I do not miss that part of LA. The times I've been to LA, the driving is just absolutely nuts. Welcome to the West Coast. West Coast, baby. Welcome to the West Coast. Which game do you want? Get you on the call for it. Appreciate you, man, tuning in for this one. Appreciate all you guys being here on this Thursday night. We got a good one here. Cowboys, Lions, 2 teams with a winning record. Lions have not lost 2 straight games all season. They're in some trouble, though. They are 7-5. Their schedule gets pretty tough. After this game, you got the Rams on the road. You don't win this game, your playoff hopes are hanging on by a thread. As for the Cowboys, start off 3-5-1, thought their season was over after that Monday night loss to the Cardinals. Since then, they've been one of the hottest teams in football, coming off that Thanksgiving win against the Chiefs. And now, here they are at 6-5-1, right in the thick of things, not just in the playoff picture, but the NFC East picture with the Eagles falling down the stretch right now. So appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you've never been to one of these streams, how it works is like this. Fire one in the chat, any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see them. Vote in that poll. Who wins this one, Cowboys or the Lions? If you are a member, you can show us for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for the Cowboys and for the Lions. I should also note, and you want Marshall. Yes, I'll get you on Marshall. I'll get the bot. Don't worry. I'm going to get to everything in the chat in just a second, so don't you worry. Going to get to everything in the chat in just a second. I should also note that I do this thing every Thursday night, including tonight, called Live Band Karaoke. $50. I'll sing any song you want me to with the live band. No questions asked. M. Sweeney, a member now. Appreciate you, man, joining the Garage tier as a member. You got a lot of cool perks, including your name of the Edge video, members only Q&A streams, and emojis in the chat. Which game do you want me to do? I appreciate you a ton for joining the fam. appreciate you a ton for buying a membership. We got to use those emojis in there now as well. I appreciate that a ton, man. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call for it. And again, $50, any song I will sing with a live band. I'll put it in the queue. Hopefully we can get to it tonight. I got to do a few songs tonight, but we'll get you in it. $25. There's one song that's half off. And the song for half off in this stream only is going to be. And then again, M. Sweeney, you can pick whichever game you want on the right side of the screen. Your membership counts toward that. I appreciate you, man. Let me get to everything in the chat. Just saying the song for half off is Faith by George Michael. Faith by George Michael is the song that is half off for this stream and this stream only. Let's see what's happening in the chat. We are back. Yeah, Napier going to JMU. Look, he was solid at the Group of 5 level before. He was solid before he came over to Florida. So, you know, maybe Group of 5, he's going to be okay. Because obviously he worked the first time. So I don't hate it. Yeah, most wild card season for college football, 2007. Felt like everyone that was ranked to the top 3 just lost. We had so many different ranked teams. It was crazy there. How's it going, Riley? Pulling for the Lions tonight? All good. All good. We'll see what happens. How's it going, Titania? Have Dread, please, Lions, right the ship. We'll see. They haven't lost 2 straight games all season. Haven't lost 2 straight games in 3 years. We're going to see what happens here tonight against the Red Hot Cowboys team. We'll see what happens, Titania. No emergency live stream the Napier hire. It happened when we were during overtime, or like right before OT. Pains to say go Cowboys. Yeah, as a Vikings fan, they kind of have to. There's no shopping at this game, even though it is on Amazon. I guess there is shopping in the concession stands. Yeah, splash art for the Dukes. I think it's a solid move. I do think it's a solid move. Come on with the tour. All right, I know what you want. I'll get you on it. We'll do that right now. I did say after do that. And then M. Sweeney gifting 5 memberships. Holy cow. Whoa. Wafers, Drew Cagle, Pringle, Spice King, and Nikolai. Holy cow. Dude, I appreciate you a ton. Oh my goodness. BYU wins the Miami Jim Road in the playoff? I don't think they do. I don't think BYU will have anything to do with that. Holy cow, man. I appreciate you a ton. You get Faith if you want it. You get the song Faith if you want it for karaoke. It's up to you. You get that if you want it. You also get a game of your choosing on the right side of the screen for college basketball Wednesday night. I appreciate you a ton, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Yes, if you want a song, let me know. Or if you want Faith at karaoke, let me know. Yeah, Red Zone team with 16 heads now. Yeah, we knew it was going to go up. We knew it wasn't just going to stop at 4 ads. We knew it was going to go up and up and up and up. That's how all these things work. You give an inch, they take a mile. We know how that works. All right, let me do this song really quickly. I think the best Christmas song of the 21st century. Gabbana. I think this is the best. You want Marshall? All right, appreciate you. Yeah, as soon as I heard this song for the first time, I remember when it was I heard this song for the first time when it came out. And I was like, okay, this is a holiday staple already. Bar is good as my internet trash. I think we're okay. I'm green now. I'm green all the way around at this point. I don't know if I wasn't before. I'm green now. Notre Dame kicked out of the playoff? I don't think they do. I think Notre Dame being in the top 10 is safe. Wouldn't lock it in, but I think they're safe. Yeah, this song is so good. The saxophone solo in this hits, the vocals hit, the belting, I mean the vocal, everything about the song is amazing. As soon as I heard this song, I knew it's a hit. If this were in the 21st century, it was. We're in the 21st century. No, all over Christmas was in the 90s. This song came out, this was 2012, Gatmana. We got this song. Gatmana requested during the last OT, just didn't get a chance to get to it. So, no, this song came out in 2012, Gatmana. Mariah Carey's came out in 93? Who I got? I know what you're saying. I have Cowboys, so I know you're going to take the Lions. I know how that works. Mr. Laptop, yeah. Because I'm green all the way around now at this point. Oh, December said Watu crashed, so. I don't know. But when that polling thing wins this one, I appreciate you a ton, M. Sweeney. That means a lot to me with the memberships. You know, this song came out in 2012. I was in high school when this song came out. Number 1 song divisional playoff game. Right, December 1970. My Sweet Lord? 94, yeah. You know, this song was 2012. Right, yeah. Yeah, that song's a classic, obviously. Tech Blues Championship, they're still in. Tech, I think at this point, Tech is in. Unless they get obliterated, I think Tech is in. Yeah, closely to a classic Christmas song, 100%. 100,000% this is. I mean, with the sax, the vocals, the instrumentation, the sing-alongness of it. I mean, this is a holiday staple already. It's like the only song from the 21st century that is like a legit holiday staple. And this is the one. There's some that are close. Wario, Christmas, Faith Hill, Believe Josh Groban, Santa Tell Me, Mistletoe, but this one is like a legit A-tier Christmas song. BYU wins Saturday, they steal bid. Yes, they do. At that point, Bama might be in trouble if they lose by a lot. Because obviously BYU is getting in at that point because they win the conference. How's it going, Dex? You wait to see if Bullets win some Utah or flip. Yeah, we'll see. I accept my sweet Lord, or is an opinion to correct answer? All good. All good. Right, BYU is in if they beat Texas Tech. Yes, Texas Tech would still be in, I think. Unless they lose by, like, 21 or more. I think Tech would still be in. It'd be hard to keep a one-loss Tech team out with how good the defense is. How good they looked. You can tell they worked right with Phil Spector, Chris Stone with the sax break. Yes, you can. I mean, this song is just a classic. In every sense of the word, this song is a classic. Like the Christmas tree, appreciate you, man. Yep, it's the NFL player Christmas tree I put up every year. I try to squeeze all the ornaments so you can see all the ornaments. So like 75% of the tree is completely empty. So it's kind of weird. It's like not spread out at all. It's like the back end of the tree and the front end is completely empty. Yeah, that song is a classic, as always. All right. Yeah, Maron's playing. Even after that injury, he is playing tonight. Don't know how, but he is going to be out there. Right, BYU's in the B10. Yeah, they're of course they're in because they win the play. They're conference champion. Team Sports South for blue. More teams who do it. Yes, they do. I love it. I love it. Chris Paul situation on this Clippers sent him home. People remember how you treat other people. That's what it comes down to. People remember how you treat others. And for the Clippers to do that to a franchise legend, the best player in franchise history, people remember that. And I'm gonna underneath the tree by Kelly Clarkson. People are going to remember that. And I'm not sure who the Clippers are going to get without overpaying at the wazoo. Because if that's how they treat you, especially after how they treat Blake Griffin, yeah, they're in trouble. Clippers are a mess. 63% of you riding with the Cowboys to win this one at Ford Field. Again, every single year, we have 6 teams playing on Thanksgiving. And 2 of the teams that play on Thanksgiving play Thursday Night Football, so just a regular week of rest. I'm going to see the Cowboys and the Lions this year. Who I got? I got Cowboys, so I know you're taking the Lions. I know how that works. But I got the Cowboys to win this one. Yeah, that one's a classic. Yep. Aubrey's going to kick off here. Lions and the Whites, Cowboys and the Blues. Lions get to start. Let's do this thing. Week 14 in a do-or-die game for both of these teams officially underway. Fielded by the Lions to the 20, 25-30. Cuts upfield to the 35 and dives ahead to the 37-yard line. Jacob Sailors, the former St. Louis Battlehawk from the UFL. One of the best rushers in the UFL this season. On the return, obviously, Lions have had success going to the UFL. We saw Jake Bates, obviously, great kicker for the Lions. Sailors on that nice return down to the 37. This is where Jared Goff and company will take over. Yeah, these are players from the 90s. Yep. And they still make some of the hallmark ornaments. So, yeah, some of these, like Joe Montana, Joe Namath, I've got, Troy Aikman. These are 90s ornaments. Yeah, the song is overplayed. Yes, it is. It's very overplayed. But I do like it. It is a classic. One at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Goff, first pass, a little hitch over the middle of the field, and it's St. Brown. We didn't know if he was playing tonight. Had no clue after the injury against the Packers. Somehow, he's out there. He'll get 6 on the very first play on the hitch over the middle of the field, bringing us up 2nd and 4. Jared Goff last week against the Packers, 20 for 26, 256, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's got a 5-to-1 touchdown reception ratio. See a lot of blue line jersey on. Why don't they? Don't understand the 7. No, they did not. No, they did not. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. You back by Thursday. That'd be a weird week for teams. Yes, it is. Yeah, Pula Twins today, Utah. That'd be a great gift for them. 3 at the top of the screen. Play action here with Gibbs. Goff has to just chuck that into the dirt. So it's going to be a screen pass to Gibbs that is blown up immediately. Brings up 3rd down. The RoboCop bronze statue? I have no idea what that even is. Chase signing like a bunch of recruits with him. Oh, I'm not surprised with that at all. At that stage, you know very little about the school. You're going with the coach. That makes tons of sense. RoboCop statue? Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, Sano, I love that song. I love that song with Wilson Phillips. Led Sell My Boys to Men's, another underrated one from the early 90s. 3 at the top, 1 the bottom, back to his right. Gonna swing it out to Gibbs on the far side. Gibbs has the first down, gets a block out in front of the 50, 45, cuts upfield, spins around to the 40, brought down to the 37-yard line by Quinnen Williams. Great catch and run there. A gain of about 21. You get Gibbs in open space. There are very few players in football faster and better than he is. Gibbs starts off on the near side. They swing it out to the far side as soon as... Yeah, the linemen fall down. It was off to the races at that point. Well, Christopher Day by David Archuleta, Like It's Christmas. I mean, that's a great song. Like It's Christmas is my second favorite of the 21st century. Yeah, Darius Slay news. He's not going to Buffalo. He's going to retire. First down, play action again. Third straight play action. As a hitch over the middle of the Gibbs. Juke move to the 30, 25-20. What a juke move there. Still on his feet to the 15. Another spin voice brought down by Hooker at the 12. The juke move there in open space. It's a gain of 25. My borderline hit me, yep. You know, Like It Screws is a great song. That's my second favorite of it. Play action. They get Gibbs on the hitch. And one-on-one in the open field and just an ankle breaker on Kenneth Murray, the former first-round pick. Break his ankles. Crossover. One of the nastiest juke movies you'll see all season. That'd be a good one, Dexy. That'd be a good one. Yeah, dude's got so much open space. Yep. First down, another play-action pass. In the flat, it goes to his tight end. Low throw, but caught at the 8-yard line. Gain of 4. Rust Welly on the grab. See, other guys, a tight end going to have to step up here for the Lions. You know, there's no Sam Laporta. Eagles got him Slay to play, but he's not done well this year. Yeah, no. No, I think Slay at this point, he's cooked, and if you're thinking about retirement at this stage, you're done. Right now, Bill's planning to hold his waiver rights before he changes his mind. Yeah, I would. There's no reason not to. Hold his waiver rights. Why not? One at the top, one at the bottom. You got nothing to lose. It's early. User, it's early. Hand off here to Gibbs. Trying to bounce outside, and this time he stopped behind the line. Loss of 3. Right, Laporta's done for the year, so other guys are going to have to step up. He is Houdini. Yes, he is. But not on that one. Donovan on the stop. The second round pick out of Boston College. He's having a pretty solid year for the Cowboys. Brings us up 3rd and 8. Why does one play for an Eagles team? Looks like 23 Eagles. I think just he used to play for the Eagles. Just sentimental value. Right, some of the Chargers coming down on waivers just so the Raiders run grab him. Yep. Exactly. I did a video on that a while ago, too. 3rd down in the red zone. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. They're going to send 4. Goff. First 3, not there. Spins around, flushed out. Sacked to the 21-yard line. Couldn't escape in time and taking him down behind the line for a loss of 9. It's James Houston. Saying, Houston, you've got a problem. His team high 5.5 sack this season. The former Lion returns to Detroit, immediately makes an impact on the opening drive. And they'll have to kick the field goal. Right, they're the best in your dynasty since the Bills teams in the 90s. Yep. Tells all this time. Bates, 38-yard try. And this one is right down the middle. Opening drive for the Lions, Nets 3. They get stopped in the red zone. The Lions on the board first, 3-0 your score. When we get back. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. I should note today is the last day for this to make the call, so you're going to help me decide which game we're calling next Wednesday night for college basketball, while the new make the call starting tomorrow for the college football games and whatnot. So, I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Didn't Shotty just come out of spite so everyone's going to grab him? I don't know if it was out of spite, but they had nothing to play for at that point. They were slumping by that point pretty badly. Alrighty. Miami, Oregon, first round game. That would be insane. Josh Allen retires out of Super Bowl win unless he switches team. That was a fiction. Lions fans don't enter the Cowboys. There you go. There you go. If you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Again, we're no overtime tonight. I appreciate all the sports so far. Again, every donation counts as triple. So if there's a game you really want right now, West Kentucky Marshall is the game we're doing. Yeah, Pickens goes crazy. We'll see. What team will give Ohio State find the championship? I mean, we'll see what Indiana plays them on Saturday. I think Georgia could. I think Oregon absolutely could. How's it going, NT? Appreciate you, man. Bears-Pats rematch prior to start of the season. What odds would I get got on that? Probably 10,000 to 1. It would have been very slim. Sixers up by 23. I think they're going to win that game. I'd be very shocked if they blow that. I think the Chokers win one. I mean, the Jets have one. So, like... Look, the Bucks have the lowest winning percentage in NFL history. They have 2. Last one didn't go through, Sports Talk. Not sure why. Last one did not go through. Clippers are a mess, or rather inmates running the sound than an adult in the room. Yes. Yeah. Right now, obviously, we got to figure out the whole Kawhi situation, but obviously, they're a bad team. Harden's going to want out at some point. It's just a mess in LA. They are the little brothers for a reason. All right. 3-0 your score. You now give Ohio State a fight on Saturday. I think Ohio State wins, but yeah. I mean, Mendoza might be the best quarterback in the nation. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if the game a fight. I think Ohio State wins because that defense is so good. But then, who has Ohio State really played this year? That's the million-dollar question. Are they that good? Or have they not played a lot of good teams? I mean, not counting Texas, because that was week 1 and Arch Manning was not the Arch Manning we know of today. The best team they played is probably Washington on the road or Michigan on the road. Like, we'll see. Yeah, Billy Napier and the new head coach James Madison, non-Power 5 school like JMU is much more fit. Yes, he is. Oh, absolutely. I think it's a good hire. I have to remember, he stunk with Florida, but he was solid with Louisiana. I mean, maybe Group of 5 is fine for him. Kickoff return to the near side. Cuts the field to 30. Turpin brought down to 32. That's where Dak Prescott and company will start this drive. Last game did not start off well at all for them. First drive, Ohio State played Texas. Yeah, first week of the season. Very first week. I think you're being sarcastic on that one. Buffalo wings, your favorite food. Ooh. Thoughts on CU's hire? Yeah, I think Sacramento State tried to get the coach thinking they were going to go FBS. They didn't, and it blew up in their face. Or Mammoth Styles even sucks. Maybe the DC gets another job. Oh, I don't think Mammoth gets another job. Hand off here, up the middle, to the 35, and Williams down to the 36. Gain of 4 up the middle. So the last drive did not start off well for the Cowboys in the last game. Threw a pick on the opening drive. After that, though, Dak Prescott was magnificent. Over 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Ran the ball well against KC, averaging about 5.5 yards per carry. Williams led with 59 yards. He gets 4 to start, the former Bronco back. 2nd and 6. Jaguar rant if play action. Prescott fires in the flat. That's caught. Pickens to the 47-yard line on the far side of the field. Anzalone on the stop. It's a first down, gain of 11. Yeah, it's Eberflus. Yeah, no, it's Eberflus. He's not getting another job. Week 14 winners. I'll get that at the break. Mendoza is saying who's better. I think Mendoza is a little bit better. We have an injured line on the field, and it looks to be Thomas Harper, the safety, who is down. How's it going, Kuja from Four Corners, Mexico? Let's go, baby. Let's go. How's it going, Evan? Need a win in fantasy football or be one get back to the top seed? That'd be great. Right, stop pass rush. He's done well as well. Yes, yes. To be fair, yeah. No matter if you want games on the docket tonight, Gonzaga and Kentucky tomorrow. That's gonna be great. Obviously, we're doing the American Championship, but that should be great. Yeah. Thursday night rant. If the Jags won Thursday night, we would just probably go live after I get back from the bar. Right, probably. Yeah, if I'm at the game, do it in the hotel room after game, then OT. I don't know if I do OT, because then obviously I have to fly out like 3 in the morning. So I might just do it the next day. Yeah, Penn State search, mess right now. Absolute mess. 2 players committed. I think some HBCUs are lower than them. It's crazy. So Harper is going to get up on his own power. We'll see if he can walk off. Yeah, that's something get up. Yep. Yeah, I saw it in the 150s on Penn State's class. I saw it in the 150s. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad for Penn State right now. Looking at Campbell. That'd be a good get. If they get Campbell after all that, that'd be a pretty solid get. Save it for Friday? Yeah, I could save it for Friday. I've done it before. 23. I forget what I did in 23 when the Jags played the Saints. I'm going to go to New York. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So I think the over on the 17th. Heads to the kicking him. Yep. Cowboys win tonight. Are they for real? 100%. 100,000% there for real if they win tonight. 4 straight wins. You win 4 straight games with a quarterback playing as well as Prescott has, you're 100% for real. Right, Henry hasn't signed the Ohio State letter, but Smith did the same thing, so don't need to panic yet. No, obviously, if you want to make it to the pros, you go to Ohio State as a wide receiver. You go to the pros, you want to be Ohio State. Because they know how to get receivers better than anyone. Matthew with a 5. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want as Harper gets up? Appreciate you, man. Still weird to hear how Michael said it's not sign up football. Not for me anymore, because Tarico's filled in so nicely. Prescott checks it off in the flat. Williams, can he break the tackle? He cannot. Thrown down by Derek Barnes, the 5th-year man, behind the line of scrimmage. Dak Prescott and Jimmy P combo. It's going to be tough with Stafford and May, but it's possible. Yeah, I think it's in the combo. Yeah, I think Russ can be good for NFL today. I think it'll be pretty good. Big Hog gets fired in 2 years. Skip goes to the Raiders, and the cycle continues. Can you imagine? Appreciate you a ton, Matthew, on that one. Obviously, Michael's voice of signing football for a generation. For me, Tarico fits in so well, it hasn't really hit like that. I mean, for a lot of people, probably think it's weird that's not doing Monday Night Football. So, he's been around the block. To the top, to the bottom, back to his right. Prescott, they're going to send 4. Look at middle of the field, open on the seam, caught by his tight end, Ferguson, at the 39-yard line before Trevor Nowaski on the stop. Yeah, Michael's on the Jags Stars game. Now, that was weird, especially because he had no energy at that point. It's like, wait, you left NBC. We go quick to the line after the gain of 18. Prescott, deep shot, going for it all. One-on-one coverage, incomplete. Rock Ya-Sin on the fly route Flournoy, the intended target. I definitely think Russ has a future in broadcasting. Be very shocked if he doesn't. Shy made Chet Payne look good. Dak is a cakewalk, yeah. Oh, yeah. And we go Greg Olsen for Thursday night next year. I mean, Michael says he wants to keep doing it. So, yeah, Ferguson very underrated at tight end. He says he wants to keep doing it. So, I think whenever that changes, I do think Herb Street's going to overhaul the booth entirely. How's it going, RFK? Appreciate you tuning in. That was for the Jets. I think factor that one. 3 at the top of the screen, but I think it's going to be close. Half of the middle, Williams. He's stuffed. Nothing doing there. Taken down on the play at the line of scrimmage by Ya-Sin, coming in the box to make the stop. 3rd and 10. Obviously, you're in field goal range right now because Brad Aubrey's their kicker. And Aubrey, well, in the dome, we know it can hit from basically 100 yards out. Detroit wins stick in the playoffs. They could. Probably they got the Rams next week and got the Bears later on. Wilson, after getting voted third string, will officially be done for the season. I think so, too. I think Wilson's going to retire after this year. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. Al will die calling football this rate. Or we need another, like, Broncos-Raiders caliber game. No, he's not the same. He's definitely not the same anymore. They're going to send 4. Prescott pressured off the edge, gets rid of it. Middle of the field, double coverage, and almost intercepted. Looking for Pickens over the middle. Broken up by Avonte Maddox, the veteran corner. And that will send the field goal unit out. For some teams at this stage, you don't risk the field position. You figure 4th and 9, be a 57-yard drive, 58-yard try or thereabout. We're just going to punt it, try and pin them deep, but not when you got Brandon Aubrey as a kicker. I have a feeling they're going to try the field goal here. They might tell Al no. It's going to be tough. I'm not sure they do. So Aubrey on for the try. 57, which for most kickers is tough. For him, it's about a 47-yard kick. Yeah, would you expect anything less? Yeah, 57 is the new 40 for Aubrey. Just phenomenal. Broncos vs. Redux is how he dies in the script. 3-3, Aubrey makes it look easy. Teams trading field goals on the opening drive. When we get back, 3-3 in Motown. White cold stuff outside, it's cold. You know what it is? Cocaine. That's what that is. It's a lot of cocaine on the ground. I mean, Miami, that's what that would be. In Miami, if there's white stuff outside, call the authorities. That's what that is. All right, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps us out on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. 3-3 your score. About halfway through the first. Both teams field goals on the opening drive. Prescott, very lucky, wasn't picked off on double coverage to Pickens. And we have emojis in the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. And I should also note, if you want to snow, yeah, come to Chicago, New York. Another one. Back where we started. Yep, right back where we started from. Lions got into the red zone the last drive, but stuffed once they got inside. Lions last game against the Packers. 352 yards of offense. Very good on third down. 8 for 13 that game. A big reason why they stuck in it. 16th life. Let's go. Someone slow is yellow. I'm going to eat it. Probably not a good idea. How did I say Georgia game in 22? Yeah, I remember. That was a crazy good game. That was a crazy good one. Favorite weather is sun, I'm guessing. Aubrey's kickstart missed by fear on 4th and short. May cost the Cowboys an extra 4 points on drives. I don't know. I feel like Schottenheimer's not that kind of coach. Schottenheimer doesn't seem that conservative in that regards. I did see that with the turf by 27. I love it. Thank God there's finally a universal standard. If this game says a kickoff, that'd be amazing. Aubrey and Bates just outdoing each other. That'd be great. Miami was in the 30s. Field there could not handle it. Putting on mittens and hats. That's amazing. Yeah, 30s is nothing for me. Though in Phoenix, it'd be cool. It's where 30 in New York, I don't feel it at all. 30 in Phoenix, I feel it. If it's like 40 in Phoenix, I'm shivering. But I'm back in New York, like back for December in New York, and it's like 20 degrees outside. I'm going in shorts and flip-flops to the pizza place. I'm like, yeah, this is nothing. I'm in North Carolina, so I get snow about once or twice a year. Yeah, we usually, when I went to school in North Carolina, we usually had like one big snowfall around January, and then like a minor one around February. Probably wow on that one. Lemon flavored snow, yes. That's what it is. Yeah, the yellow is lemon flavored. Yes, 100%. Of course. That's why I don't like yellow snow. Kickoff field at the 7-yard line. Taken to the 20. 25-30. Up the sideline. 35-40. Kennedy to the 45. And down to the 47. Tom Kennedy had a very solid game last time out. 36 yards receiving on 4 catches. You might say, well, what are you talking about? How is that a solid game? Well, keep in mind, the guy had 0 catches the past 2 seasons combined. Had 14 catches his entire career. They're starting off in 2019. Had maybe the best game of his career. Gets a big kickoff return there near midfield. In a way where a kicker is too good, where you end up making stupid conservative decisions. Right, he's not like that. I know defensive line coaches are. Like, here's the thing. Like the Jaguars have that with Cam Little. They're not conservative at all. The Jaguars are not conservative in the slightest bit. So, it depends on the coach. I'd rather have a good kicker than a bad kicker. Hand over the middle here. That's going to get 2. Montgomery, his first skip of the day. Brought down by Overshow at the 49-yard line. Who would rather come friends with? Blankenship or Tucker? I mean, I'm probably going to take the guy that, doesn't do stuff to women. Here in South Louisiana, had a huge snow event down here. Oh, man. I'm sure they don't have the equipment for that either. That's what it comes down to. A lot of these places in the South, they get snow, they don't have the equipment to clear the roads. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Tight end motion as a blocker to the near side's first square. Play action. Goff trying to step up, hit as he throws, and just chucks it into the dirt in the direction of St. Brown. Cowboys pick it up, but that's clearly an incomplete pass. Solomon Thomas. It's clearly an incomplete pass. Unless I'm missing something here. Cowboys aren't celebrating. The referee ruled it's Cowboy ball. This looked like an incomplete pass. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine letting it play out, but there's a limit. There's a line in terms of letting it play out where it just gets ridiculous. I'm always on the side of caution with let it play out. But that wasn't close. Or at least I didn't say Tom Kennedy. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, obviously incomplete. Yep. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Solomon Thomas was on the recovery that didn't happen. Lord Payman of the Year nominee for the Cowboys, by the way. Out route, incomplete. St. Brown falls down, and there is no flag on the field. Deron Bland on the coverage, so it's a quick 3 and out. Can't take advantage of Kennedy's kickoff return. And Week 14 picks. Let me check the Week 14 picks. I have the Cowboys winning this one. I've got Browns, Seahawks, Jaguars if Armstead plays, and I think he's playing, so I think Jaguars win that game. Commanders. I've got the Bills, the Bucks, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Broncos, Rams, Packers, Chiefs, Eagles. All right, some forward is going to be complete. Yep. Fox. First punt of the game for either side. He'll get this one off. It's fielded by Turpin at the 8-yard line. And we have a flag on the field. We might get a second one here if Turpin faked the fair catch and then ran. Turpin doesn't think he called a fair catch. So we have one flag before. You can get Turpin on this one if he did call a fair catch and then ran. Let's see. Did he ever call a fair catch? Yeah, he did. That's a fair catch. How's it going, Tommy? Appreciate you tuning in. That's a fair catch. So I think he'll get the block in the back. Of Dak's MVP ring this year. I mean, he might have to make the playoffs. He could win MVP. All right, plus that Jags curse rules in effect. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's 100 of the refs. So we're going to have the flag on block in the back, it looks like. Or holding. 2 fouls on play. Both by the receiving team. Yep. So you got the block in the back. And then you have... It's a player safety issue. You can't signal fair catch. And then take off and run. Now, Turpin's trying to argue, I didn't call fair catch. I just went like this. But he raised his arm just enough. And they're really, really looking at that. Has one fake a fair catch well? Mike Thomas 2010. That's how you do it. I can show you a fake a fair catch. I can show you exactly how you fake a fair catch. So I've seen it done. And the refs didn't see it. I can show you exactly how the commercial break. My mind immediately went to Jaguars Colts 2010. It's somewhere in this. It's like the only highlight from that game for the Jaguars. Yeah, no, he called fair catch. So back it up to the 4-yard line. There's room for a Dolphins win and Steelers loss, so we got 6-7 in that game. When does this trend end? I mean, I think it's starting to die a little bit. They handle the middle, that's going to get 2. Marcus Davenport on the stop. I think after the Jimmy Fallon thing with Sidney Sweeney, I think it's starting to die. I think that's the death knell of 6-7. You watched that on the night show the other day? They were doing like try to guess like what's behind me, and it was 3 Labubu's dancing at a McDonald's drive-thru doing the 6-7 dance. And yeah, I think that killed the meme. Already 57 field goal equivalent of 40-yarder from the 70s. Yes. One at the top, to the bottom, back to his right. Florida UConn, that was a great game. Yeah, that was a fun one. I thought for sure Florida was losing that one. They're going to send 5. Prescott, first read. We'll go to Pickens, breaks a tackle, then dives ahead to the 11-yard line. Robertson on the stop. Panthers saves Albert Vilma. I am so sorry, Panthers fans. I feel like I've gotten Vilma a lot this year. 3rd down. Gotta get a first here. If you don't, you're punting inside your own end zone. No, she did not deserve that. No, she did not. Right, so we're not hearing McCall on Monday night when he first started. Yep. Should be Thanksgiving. How is Lions played home every year? Cowboys played home every year on Thanksgiving. That wouldn't be possible. That'll never happen, Cowboys Lions Thanksgiving. Ooh, 5 over Scar. Ooh. 6 on the play clock. Prescott, empty backfield. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. He takes a snap. They're going to send 5. Prescott, pressured, sacked. Is that a safety? Did he get the ball out of the goal line? No signal yet. They're going to call it a safety. They're going to call that a safety for the moment. He did not get out of the back of the, not get over the goal line. Wait, hang on, timeout. 1 ref signal safety. Now they're saying no. Now they are saying safety. Now they're going safety. Oh, that is close. Campbell. When did the tackle start? Did it start in front of the goal line or behind it? Start in front, forward progress, it would not be a safety. Oh, man, that is close. That is close. See, playing, yeah, he's playing, he hasn't done anything yet. I'm not sure if it's a safety or not. They're going to review it. They're going to review this. But just in case it is, we won't pass up the opportunity to do this. We will not pass up the opportunity to have a little fun. Again, I'll put a poll up. Is that a safety or not? Did he get out of the goal line? Oh, that is close. I'll put a poll up. We will not pass up an opportunity. Here we go. All right. I don't know if it's a safety or not. We're going to see after review. Oh, wrong thing. Not the right screen. The quarterback was... I think it was in front of the goal line when the tackle happened. It's not a safety. It is not a safety. Oh, I never flipped the ball. That's what I realized. I never flipped the ball. No safety. So that was all for nothing. Still a sack by Campbell. But it was just, when the tackle started, the nose of the ball was just above the goal line. Oh, I don't like that call. I don't like that call. Cowboys will punt inside their own 1. They took it away. Return back time. Yep, we have to find a way. I didn't think that was I thought that should have stood. I thought enough for the... I don't think the ball was... I know it's just going to be partly over, but... I didn't see it. All right, punt here from his own end zone. Anger gets it off. It's a booming kick. Field at the 37-yard line. To the 40, 45, 50. Kenny to the 45. Cuts the field, spin move. And down to 42. So good starting field position here. 41 yards of net. About a 65-yard punt. So Lions have good field position here. Don't get the safety, but they're in a pretty good spot to get 3. Already in range for Jake Bates when we get back here. Lions the worst fight song in the NFL. I think Bengals have the worst. Yeah, should have no return. I'm with you on that one. You got to see Duke, Michigan State, so I also got to see in person again from Coach Gates last March Madness. That's awesome. That's a 3-3 your score. Brian Tarbell's sweep on the goal line for not to be a safety. Yep. was awfully close. I mean, the tackle did start beyond, but again, the ball was not in the field of play at any point. I thought that was a safety. But they will get good field position. Scott Worth shenanigans. Yep. Never happened before. Definitely not 81. Definitely not the playoff game. Definitely not the game 2 years ago. I saw that with the Eagles fans. Yes, I did see that. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to listening to RG3. That's going to be pretty bad, I think. Lions got screwed up. 2 PI calls to the safety. Although, at least with this one, to be fair with this one, at least you're going to have the ball starting in field goal range. Like, yeah, it's not a safety, but if you had a safety, you're up 5-3, you're going to get the ball like the 20-yard line or 25-yard line. Sixers lead down to 14. Ooh. You know, I did not agree with the call. I thought that was a safety. I didn't see enough to return it. But the Lions will at least get good field position. Lions eat Seabreeze. Seems like it. And 3-3 your score. If you like what we see, click the like button, subscribing, and click the link if you haven't seen today or yesterday's video. We'll be live. We'll have a video tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow for an OT stream. And I'll be live as well for the what are we going to be live for? The American Championship, Tulane against North Texas. I'm going to say it costs you a chance to make a 2-possession game. It does, yes. I'm talking with McCauley right now. Actually, when the first contact is made, there is a part that is over the goal line. Okay, I see it. When they slow it down. They didn't slow it down that much, but now they slow it down. And okay, now I do see it, yeah. You know, RG3, I'm not crazy about him on the mic. Just period. Too inauthentic. Too crazy. They're going to send 4. Hitch right over the middle. It's Gibbs. Brought down the 38-yard line. They've been going to the hitch route a lot on first down. Yeah, I think when they slowed it down, I get it. When they slow it down, when the first contact's made, yeah, they got the call right. They didn't show that angle before. They finally decided to show us the best angle. That one makes it clear that was the right call. Yeah, that one's actually a good call. Yep, that's the right call. I'll give Hockey League credit. That was the right call. Now they give us the good angle. Goff, they'll send 5. In the flat, caught by his tight end, Fursker, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 30 for a first. Your boy Lions have come to 70s, the 5-0 loss to the Cowboys. Yep, at the Cotton Bowl. Well, I have North Texas winning that game. I mean, to be fair, I have North Texas beating Tulane. First down to 30. Back to his left. Although I'm going to be very interested to see, because obviously Summerall's the coach at Tulane. I'm very interested to see how he does. Ran with the original angle. I saw Prescott outside the goal line. Was close out of the way. Yep. And I don't know what the heck that was. Flags fly immediately. I don't think that was even close to a legal formation. They try a tackle screen to Dan Skipper on the near side. He drops the ball. I don't think anything about this was legal. Like, at all. Yeah, the guy in motion. I mean, it's... Everything about that was 50 Shades of illegal. And then Skipper dropped the ball just to add insult to injury. So back it up 5 yards. 1st and 15. It's obviously his body language wants to break the bank. Yes, the right pass for plus 6 split second real fast. Perfect pass, yep. Alright, so that trick play. Scrap it. 2 on the top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. Go play action here. Goff. Across the field. Gibbs behind the line. And it'll get brought down at the, we'll say about the 34-yard line. Gain of 2. Taken down the play on the far side by Solomon Thomas. South Carolina up by 3 now. Oh, man. Rolling 2 group of 5 teams. That'd be amazing. You need Duke to win then. You need Duke to win, JMU to win. I like how you did that, David. I love it. Second down. Goff. They're going to send 5. Slam pass. That's caught. St. Brown is second of the day. First down 20. Stiff arm 15-10. If there were any concerns about his health, I think they're quelled at this point. 26-yard return. How's it going, Michael? Appreciate you, man. Next year, Bonham's coach in the NFL. Fiction. Ornaments around the tree. A lot. Todd Gurley. I got Diggs. I got Newton. Montana. Warner. AB. Farr. Big Ben. Orr. Rice. Aikman, Sherman, Lockett, Allen, Marino, Clay Matthews, Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson, Joe Theismann. I got Jared Allen, Drew Brees, Emmitt Smith, Joe Namath, Russell Wilson, Shannon Sharp, Sonny Michel. I've got a lot. One on the top of the screen. They'll go jet sweep here to the near side. It's Williams. Williams to the 5. He'll dive for the pylon. Stretches the ball out. He's in. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his first touch of the game. Wait, nope. Now they changed the call. Second and goal at the 1. First ref signal touchdown, then they changed the call. They say he stepped out. I thought he got it. But one ref saying he stepped out of bounds. Let's see. Did he step out at the 2? Ian Kennedy's playing. Yeah, he stepped out. Yep, good call. No touchdown. But good job there by Williams. Just blew by the defensive tackle immediately. Just no idea where he was. Second and goal. That's the right... No, that's the right call. That's the right call. It's the right one. Second and goal. They get it right. Gibbs. It gets Gibbs a chance to score a touchdown. They're not taking that one off the board. Now you can celebrate. Touchdown, Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs at the goal line. His 11th of the season. Over 1,000 yards on the season. 5.8 yards per carry. Most in football. Maybe in the allegations. No, he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. They're not taking that one off the board. Oh, wait. I am an idiot. My thing was muted. There we go. Yeah, can't take that one off. So they don't get the safety, but they get good field position off it. They get a touchdown. St. Brown, a big slant pass to him. And then Gibbs finishes it off down to the goal line. Yep, I realized I had on mute. We're good now. We are good. They just want Gibbs to get instead. Yep. The refs say Gibbs on their fantasy team. That's clearly what it was. Alright, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. This episode on the channel. What a stunning one-year run by Gibbs. King all the credit for what he did and do on the drive. Something that was a safety. They showed a better angle. Yeah, they showed a better angle. Give me a second, guys. Appreciate you guys a ton. Again, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, post the channel a ton. Thing being petty, Barry got robbed of many touches to goal line for no reason. Nope, you're not wrong there. Yeah, safety and out of bounds, both correct. Yep. Jerry Jones better than Howard Roseman, at least for 25. In what universe? In what universe? I mean, the Micah trade was still an objectively bad... Imagine if they had Micah and Quinn Williams. Right, my music? Oh, for years. Years. Like at least 15, 20 years. I'm going live for the small world games? Yes, I am. March Madness games? Yes, I went to the Final Four 2 years ago. I came to Phoenix, so I went to the Final Four when it was at State Farm Stadium. That was awesome. I went to the Sweet 16 in 2013. My cousins live in Texas. Spent Easter with them, and Florida happened to be playing at the same time. And when the games were at AT&T, so went down there and saw Florida win, and also Kansas and Michigan, that crazy game with Burke. I went to a regional in Raleigh back in 2016. Line 7 fullback for 1 yards back then. I don't recall. Kickoff here, fill the 7-yard line taken. My clock was running for no reason. My apologies on that. Turpin down to the 30 on the near side. So that's where the Cowboys are going to start home. The better results than last time when they went 3 and out and almost took a safety. Looking for better protection here. They started the Chiefs game down 7-0. They're going to start this one behind by a touchdown. Greatest March Madness game I went to. I haven't seen a lot of good ones. The best one by far would be Kansas, Michigan 2013. By far the best one I've been to. ChatGPT to compare pro wrestler NFL players. Oh boy. All bunched up. Hand over the middle here. Now cuts back inside. Williams brought down by Campbell at the 36. Also Brian Branch on the stop. Fullbacks to be a good commodity. Half fourth one. Yes, they would be. I'm with you on that one. I've never thought the fullback should go away. I've always been a proponent of having a fullback on your roster. If you don't remember the Kansas-Michigan 2013 game, crazy finish. In regulation, at least. Burke hit one of the wildest shots to tie the game. Handoff again on 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Williams, and this time he'll be stopped a yard shy up the middle by Jack Campbell and Hutchinson. Cowboys line ties to NFC playoff leverage. Not surprised by that. Yeah, I was at the game. Yep, I was there. I was there for Florida Gulf Coast, but then I was there for that. Yep, they have 3 fullbacks. Montel Owens, Brock Bolin, and Greg Jones. All good players, but we don't need 3. Probably don't need 3 fullbacks. But Greg Jones, one of the best Jaguars ever. Top 25 Jaguar, potentially. Yeah, Trey Burke, yep. I was there. That stadium is gorgeous. They'll go play action. Prescott flat out there. So go second read hitch over the middle. That's caught at the 44-yard line. Flournoy, that is a gain of 5 and a first down. Good job there by Prescott, not panicking when the flat wasn't there on play action. Merely goes through his reads, finds his receiver. It's crazy how Ryan's got 2 catches. CD's got none. NBA game and a player emphatically told the bench not to challenge because he touched the ball, and now said when you receive that, his partner said only an old PSA. Oh, man. Well, that's a little bit different, though. That's like, hey, don't waste the time. We'll need this challenge down the road. I touched it. They got the call right. Don't do it. Handoff, they're going to get 3. 2nd and 7. That should take us to the end. Like, that's a little bit different. Like, I get that logic of like, look, I touched the ball last. The cameras will clearly show it. Don't waste your challenge here. Aaron Rodgers, Undertaker, Payman, Ric Flair, no way. Frank plays for the Jaguars. We win. We go 19-0. I didn't know that. 75. Did not know that. I almost on the day of Royal Rumble 01. We go Butterfly by Crazy Town. Let's go Butterfly on that one. You went to Northwestern Vanderbilt 2017. First time Northwestern went to the tourney. Haven't had much to cheer for except the occasional good football team. I get that. Yeah. Why Smoothie King? Why male models? I don't know. It's a weird sponsor. Better than Sleep Train. Better than when Sacramento was the Sleep Train arena. Better than that. But I said earlier about the fair catch, the fake fair catch. Why does ESPN not have it? I was saying earlier about that. I show you a fake a fair catch. And have no one see it. Imagine that, yeah. This is a fake fair catch that actually worked. That I don't know how the refs didn't call it, but we got a touchdown out of it. Mike Thomas, Jaguars Colts 2010 Week 15. This is immediately when mine went to. My friend even texted me, immediately went to that. Puts his arm up very clearly. I mean, it didn't go over his head. It did not go over his head. The arm did not go over the head, but fake the fair catch that was off the races for a touchdown. Oh, was it a Independent Woman? Oh, man. I was thinking that. I was like, I knew it was like late 2000. How long did it stay into 01? I was like, oh, man. North Texas, Arkansas. Yeah, that was a fake. Fair catch. Yep. Yep. Pickens and Lamb second, 6 and receiving yards over expected. Yeah, they're good. I mean, that's probably the best receiving duo in football right now. Scar by 2. Man, crazy game. Right, so I'll see if Cropper passed away the other day. And 2 second-round Charlotte games by pure coincidence. 1 UT game, 1 UK game. Wow. Down 15 with 2 to go. Pretty much have to foul immediately every time. Pretty much, yep. Tune tomorrow for Cowboys Lions. So thank you. So appreciate tuning in, Tommy. If you like what you see, the like button, subscribing on every donation account, so you make the call. How to decide which game we're calling. All fouls in 30 should be deemed flagrant, intentional, or not. Oh, I don't like that at all. So in a tie game, just gonna have like flagrant foul contest? Any better 2 wide out, 1 tight end combo. They're gonna send 4. Another hitch route. Once again, it's Ryan Flournoy. This time stopped the 48. Any other better combo? Ooh. Currently. I mean, when used properly, Smith, Goddard, Brown is up there. When used properly, obviously. Yeah, Tush Wish will be disaster for the whole broadcast. It's going to be a train wreck, yeah. Smith, Brown, Goddard, but up there, it's up there right now. But I would probably say Cowboys have the best right now. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. Prescott. Lamb, his first catch of the day, breaks a tackle. First down, 45-40 down the near sideline, out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Swings by Amik Robertson. They didn't show the Monsters Inc. promo. They didn't crop up Mike's face, though. They need to crop up Mike Wazowski's face. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do a review of that broadcast. Don't you worry. We'll do a review of that broadcast the day after or Wednesday. So Monday's going to be interesting in terms of OT. Right, remember Kraft was healthy? Yeah, but the receivers, that's the problem with receivers. Who are you going with a receiver? SC wins the Women's Challenge? Let's go. Like, obviously Watson's good, but who's your number 2? Ball to 36. They'll go jet sweep to the far side. It's Turpin. And be thrown down at the 33. Gain of 3, taken out of bounds on the play by Avonte Maddox. Yeah, good one so far. It's been a good one so far. We had a few good ones as of late. Honestly, the last few weeks the last few primetime games have not been bad. Or the national games. I mean, Lions Packers was good. Cowboys Chiefs was good. Broncos Commanders was great. Watson Wicks, yeah, I wouldn't put that over anywhere near Lamb and Pickens. And Monday Night Football was a banger with not Romeo. Second down, stretch play, cuts back up the middle. Williams taken down at the 30. 3rd and 4. And then obviously Giants Patriots was a great game too. So that was a good game for all of 1 minute. Holmes and Watson. Elementary. NFL related memorabilia I have on my Christmas list. Some new helmets and jerseys for the office. We'll see. We'll see what Santa does. I got some good stuff for them too, so we'll see. Tosses out to the near side. Williams looking to cut up field, runs to his own lineman, and then trips ahead for a first down. Taking down by Reader. Ran to his own lineman. Still was able to get the first at the 26. Yeah, we'll see. I got some cool stuff. I can't quite reveal anything, but we'll see. It's a good block there by Terrence Steele. Actually, such a good block, they ran into his own lineman. To the top of the screen. Hunter in the backfield is the fullback. Naked bootleg, Prescott across his body. High throw, but somehow corralling that is Riven Ford at the 19-yard line. Don't have anything on my Christmas list I don't celebrate. You celebrate Whammas, yes. Second down. Nice play by Prescott. Heck of a grab by Ford. Going up, absorbing the contact from Maddox. Time to play a lot with only injuries in this line secondary. Right, line something hard for the win. Yes, they do. Second down. 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. Now motioning a span forward. They'll give it up the gut. And he'll be about a yard shy. Go to Malik Davis. That big touchdown run last week. They're doing nothing all season. 3rd and 1. Figure it's 4-down territory here. Nice long 5-minute drive for the Cowboys. Can they take advantage of this? Hanukkah's in 10 days. Keep forgetting. Yeah, I don't know when Hanukkah is. Like, obviously I know it's December, but it changes every year. And I knew back in the day because I lived on Long Island, so, like, all my friends were Jewish. But QB sneak here, Prescott. The ethical way to get 1 yard in this league. First down at the 15-yard line. Yeah, Romeo Watson sounds like a player. Romeo from Romeo and Juliet goes on adventure with Sherlock Holmes, associate Watson. Can't be worse than Holmes and Watson. The Will Ferrell movie with John C. Reilly. First down the red zone, the 15-yard line. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. So I respected Rugrats, too. It was like one of the only things that are Jewish special. Play action, Prescott. Flat's not there, so looking second read. He's going to throw the one to the end zone, incomplete. On the second read, was looking there. I mean, he's gone to a lot today. Ryan Flournoy. eBay your down, make a memorable. Yep. Oh, boy. We'll see. So I figure what to get. Like, I've gotten all the shopping done for everyone except my sister. Even the dog. Like, I had to figure out what, like, it's like there's no concerts coming. So I was getting concert tickets, but there's nothing happening. They're going to send 7. Screen pass. Tipped, incomplete. Probably for the best that it was incomplete. As Williams would have been a loss of 5. It's around 14 and 22nd. That makes sense. Right, 99% Americans celebrate Christmas. Only 70% professing Christians. That makes sense. I mean, like, listen to Christmas. People listen to Christmas music, but they don't celebrate the holiday. That makes sense. How's it going, Taco? My parents were together. They made their own Hanukkah songs, so there's basically just one. Yep. There's the Dreidel song, and there's Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song. That's pretty much it. It's Dreidel and put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukkah. Those are the songs. Empty backfield here. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. Prescott trying to send, but he gets sacked again. Thrown down at the 24-yard line by Muhammad. His 7th of the season. That might have triggered an incentive, too, because he immediately made the give me my money sign. That's his 7th of the year. Right there, not at prime numbers. 91 was very good year of music. Yes, that was a great year. Just blows by Nate Thomas on that one. Yeah, 91 was a phenomenal year for music. I'm with you all the way. It was a blend of the late 80s, but he still had the 90s had its own identity. Aubrey! Oh, that just tucks inside the right upright. Just tucks inside. Cowboys get 3 on that drive. About a 6-minute drive. Still trail by 4. Like what's your like when subscribe to Charles on? Yeah, the Beastie was the only one was funny. Yeah, the first 2 minutes didn't suck, and then after that, like I turned it off. It was one of the few movies I couldn't finish. I went like 30 minutes in. You know, he still made the kick. I know what you're saying. And millimeter away from Dwight King. Yep, it was close, awfully close, but he did get it. It's even, yep. Check our local listings for this one, yep. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton as we try to grow this community even more. Also got to switch camera angles on the field goal after it went through. Oh, God, you have one job. Dude, my woes with Tonica. Drink your gin and tonica. Don't smoke marijuana. You went for Lions defense. Yes, it was. Home to 3 after a long drive like that? Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Cinema, this is like one of the original DComs. Speaking of DComs, Camp Rock 3 trailer came out. Teaser trailer came out for the acting looks terrible. They didn't show anything about the movie itself, which is always a good sign. The kids look really young in that. The Jonas Brothers acting looks atrocious, but I'm going to watch every second of that movie. Even though Camp Rock 2 stunk. I'm expecting the movie to stink, but you know what? I will watch every second of it. I will throw a party when it comes out, fully expecting that the movie will just blow. Based on the teaser trailer. The acting is just so wooded by the Jonas Brothers. But, you know what? Camp Rock 3 is Camp Rock 3. We'll see what happens. All right, 10-6 your score. Lions got a touchdown last drive. You do good, yep. Nine and a half to go in the first half. I love trash. Oscar the Grouch, baby. Kickoff. Fielded at the 3. Good kick by Aubrey. And taken out to the 20 on the far side. 25 Sailors. Thrown down to 29 by Spanford. Yeah, Wooden and it's Camp Rock. Yep. Bills game this week. They are not on prime time, so no. Whose future looks better? UMass or Penn State? Who's seen us as a coach? I mean, UMass has nowhere to go but up. They can't be any worse next year. UMass cannot possibly be worse next year. Penn State can be worse. They can bottom out. UMass cannot bottom out. One at the top, two at the bottom. Emotion St. Brown. He's got 2 catches. Say play action. Goff, clean pocket all day. And then I don't know what that was. He fired off his back foot. The moment it starts to collapse even the tiniest bit, chucks it 5 feet in the dirt. That's St. Brown. That's been the thing with Goff. The footwork has just not been there a lot this year. Mechanics-wise, he's one-hopping a lot of passes. Play Cincinnati this week. Who can see go to Penn State? Ooh, I don't know. Most thrown in dirt. Yep. I think he had Williams too. I'm not sure there was safety help. Yep. They're not going 0-12, but we got some movement before a false start on Detroit. So back it up 5 yards. Center at the 24-yard line. You have the Dolphins win the Super Bowl. You have the Dolphins. One at the top, 3 at the bottom. Empty backfield again. Goff, they'll send 4. Slam pass. Gibbs, 35 spin move to get down to the 37. Overshown on the stop alongside Logan Wilson, acquired at the trade deadline from the Bengals. 3rd and 2. Most of this hasn't joined FBS is 4. Yeah, that's bad. KC Kill. Ooh, wow. Well, I'm the goose egg. I think they'll beat Rutgers. They have Rutgers at home. Yeah, I think they should drop back down. Yeah, they're not getting the alumni support. They're not getting the talent. They're losing money. They should just drop back down. One at the top, one at the bottom. St. Brown motion at the top of the screen. Some more movement. This should be a free play. They get the flex. Wait, that's not a free play? I thought half the Cowboys jumped, unless I'm missing something. Like Chris, were half the Cowboys ahead of the line of scrimmage. Goff's trying to say, like, what the heck's going on? Am I missing something here? Yeah, the Cowboys were clearly in the neutral zone. Very clearly in the neutral zone. Well, the play call there is not Campbell's fault. The play call there was, they thought they had a free play. The play call there was everyone go deep because that's a free play because we're in the neutral zone. Somehow they don't call it. I am baffled by that. Okay. It should be a first down for the Lions. Instead, they're going to have to punt the ball away. Quick 3 and out. Fair catch called for, made at the 21-yard line. Yeah, Detroit spot on 4th and 3, yep. I honestly don't know how the refs didn't see that. I don't know how the refs did not see. Why are they punting? Because it's 4th and 3 in their own territory. Like, yeah, 3 guys in the neutral zone. Sam Williams was pretty much over the line. And yeah, Cowboy ball. Yeah, hockey can never live up to his father's legacy. Cowboys, yeah, they got some help on that one. How's it going, Grant? Appreciate you, man. Sorry if they were doing it. I am right there with you. No matter how things happen, 8-4 is a great season. From 4-13. Yeah, we improved a lot. We improved a lot this year. Third winning season with T-Laws, QB without injury. Crazy. We're in a good spot. Whatever happens the rest of the way. So 4th and 2. Yeah, but you were deep in your own territory. They don't. I'll make another kick. We'll see. I missed 6 point good. That was close. I thought it was no good on that one. I was going to pick where they left off. Now they're 1-3 in the division. Kindly correct me if yeah, they're not good right now. Not looking great right now. Why has schedule been less popular and successful in the Northeast, unlike the Midwest and the South, with how bad UMass has been? I mean, the Northeast has a lot of other things. The other thing, too, with the Northeast is that a lot of these programs... You have to remember, a lot of these big cities in the Northeast, a lot of these big cities in the South, they revolve around their college football team. In the Northeast, the big cities don't revolve around college football. They revolve around pro sports or other stuff. That's why. Let's remember, too, most of these sporting leagues started out in the East Coast and then they went out west. So in the South, all you had was your college team. In the Northeast, you have a bunch of different competition at a higher level. Play action, Prescott, deep shot, down the sideline, open, caught, Lamb in plus territory, down to the 47-yard line of Detroit. Sixers blew the lead. They were up like 23. What do you mean they blew the lead? Yeah, at least if we replace this on Parkles, I'm with you on that one. What do you mean they blew the lead? They were up by 23. That's for sports talk. Last time you missed in the postseason of any kind of football, Coach was their quarterback. Yes, it was. Deep shot there to the 47-yard line of Detroit, about 30 yards to the top of the screen. Play action. Prescott, flushed out. Will throw across his body. That's a backward pass. It's scooped up by Ferguson. Well, now they're going to say incomplete. I think? No. Well, clock's running. Okay, I'm confused what they're calling. They're calling a sack or they're calling a fumble? What? I'm confused what they're calling here. It went backwards. It's clearly a backwards pass. Through the 42. It went back to the 41.5. Was he touchdown? They say it was touchdown? Because they didn't blow the... What is going on today with these refs? So they blow the play dead? They blow it as Ferguson got up? And there was a bat... What is going on today with these refs? So Ferguson picks up the ball, and then as he starts throwing, they blow it dead, even though he had every right to start running the ball because it's a fumble. All right. I don't know what the heck's going on today. Yeah, that's a fumble. That's absolutely a fumble. And they just blow it dead. Afterwards, hitch route that's caught by Lamb. I don't know what they're calling. Nope, pretty much. Zach gifting a membership. Get you on the Marshall game. Appreciate you, man. Who's got this one? Hashman getting this one as a member. Get a lot of perks. Here, your name of the individual video members only donations and emojis in the chat. But they rolled a backward pass. Yeah, but then Ferguson got up. Right, Ferguson got up. and then they blew it dead when he was still up. Like, he had every right to advance the ball. I think that called one against the Cowboys. And that called one against Dallas. So, like, I'm just baffled by this right now. But either way, 3rd down and 21. Yeah, I don't know what the refs are doing. I don't think anyone does. Prescott has time, now looking to step up. Fires on the run, and the flag's caught by Ferguson to the 50, and he's taken down right around there. Ball came out! Ball came out! Lions have it! Brian Branch! Ferguson tried to get some extra yards. That's a mistake. The Lions will get it back. Everything correcting itself at the very end. Campbell on the peanut punch. Having a great game. The sack almost was a safety. Peanut punch there. And Branch balls on that. So after all that, it doesn't end up mattering. After all of that, all the weird calls, the Lions get it pretty much exactly where they would have been getting it if they got the neutral zone infraction that should have been called. How it worked out like that, I have no idea. It's okay, Drew Stevenson. Yep. All the 47. Somehow, for all of that. God, this sport is weird. God, this sport is weird. Hand off here to Gibbs. Bounce outside to the 45, and he will get out of bounds to the 49. Called a gain of 2. Well, he didn't get a... Sports talk. Campbell didn't get away with that punting because of turnover BS. It was 3rd and 21. That was going to be a gain of 2. They were going to have to punt either way. That drive either ends with the Cowboys punting or that turnover. Yeah, but don't lie. Yep. We got holding here. Drag him down by the arm. 1st and 20. And Sports Talk, that was going to be line ball either way. That didn't happen on, like, 1st and 10. That happened on 3rd and 21. On a 2-yard pass. They were getting the ball back either way. The question was where. Obviously, the turnover helped in terms of where they get it back, but 1st and 20. How's it going, CT Man? Appreciate you, man. We have another false start. Lions have called for a lot of those today in their home crowd. Back it up. 1st and 25. Ratledge getting called for that one. The 2nd-round pick out of Georgia. Lions hold 7 right now. I believe they do, yeah. Right, keep him backing up. Here we go. 1st and 25. Goff. Slam pass. Thrown behind his man, but caught by Tesla at the 40-yard line. Overshot on the stop. Tesla, touchdown grab last game. Just his 7th catch of the season. They gave him a lot to get him. 3 third-round picks to the Jacksonville Jaguars for the rights to draft him. Made some great catches. Other than that, has not done a lot. Just 7 catches this season. That one makes it 2nd and 17. Right, Seahawks... Niners defense. Oh, yeah, Packers. Yeah, no, Lions would be out right now, I think. Play action, Goff. Clean pocket, middle of the field, open, caught, Williams. Down to the 36. How am I wrong? Again, how am I possibly wrong on that? How am I wrong? They literally got the ball back. Whether it was a turnover or not, they got the ball back. It was a right call upon a 4th and 2. Yeah, it's not rotated. Everyone equally. Yep. Kim Fish the season before making a decision would he loved at Ole Miss or not? Yes, he would be. He would be, 100%. He'd be loved at Ole Miss. Finished the season, they won an Addy? Yeah, 100%. Goff going deep. Double coverage. Incomplete on the post spanner. Looking for Williams. If the Cowboys scored all their touchdowns, that's a different story. Like the Giants-Patriots game, that was the wrong call. On 4th and 1 to punt the ball away. But this early... 4th and 2, inside your own 30, you're punting it 10 times out of 10. Division playoffs kissing by if Lions win. For the Cowboys, yes. Well, maybe not playoffs, but division, yes. Playoffs, you got to run the table and hope for the best. 10-6-1 probably gets you in. But you got to run the table. You have no room for error. 3 at the bottom, back to his right is Montgomery. Hasn't touched the ball a lot today. He'll touch it here up the middle. Montgomery to the 30. And he'll get to the 25. Breaks a tackle 20. Montgomery. Montgomery up the middle. Touchdown. Lions. David Montgomery. Just as I was saying, it wasn't touching the ball a lot today. Makes it a 2-score game. David Montgomery takes advantage of the fumble recovery. His 7th of the season. 35 yards, breaks Overshown's tackle. Breaks Sam Williams' tackle. Excuse me, not Sam Williams, breaks Rebels' tackle. Does have the Cowboys errors? No, it does not. The Lions up by 2 scores. And the Cowboys do get the ball to start the second half. So if you go on a drive here, you have a shot. Bates, extra point. Good. I got sports talk, but between Mario and Tesla, we're practicing precise pronunciation. Yes, we are. So there you go. The Cowboys get to start the half. They go on a drive here, not a bad spot, but being down 17-6 this early, not ideal. Yeah, if you like what you see, that like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. Try to grow the screen even more. Is that here? Oh man, can you imagine? Lion song, just their actual fight song. It's just what they actually have as their fight song. Want to say a little fossil Jerry now? Yep. And that's Warfare and Punch drives away at this point. 4-10 bot said go. All right. Well, either way, it's 17-6. They do make it a 2-score game. Regardless of what happened, they do end up making it a 2-score game. And the song for half off for this stream is Faith by George Michael for karaoke tonight. $17-6 your score. We got emojis in the chat if you are a member. We got a video coming out tomorrow. McCarthy cleared to play Sunday against Washington. Daniels had a chance to play this Sunday. Oh, man. All the second-year quarterbacks. Whew. Yeah, I was shocked that the Alice going to be okay. And it's like 29 teams feel like GG against the Cowboys. Yeah, they've done some crazy stuff. They were down 21-0 against the Eagles. This one far from over. Right, and man, I'll go for it every time on 4th down. Man, I can't play defense, so man, I'll go for a 4th down. Pick me a winner, yep. So Cowboys do have a chance to double dip here. If they play their cards right. If they don't, they could be in some trouble. Well, Fresh by George Michael, yes. Kickoff here, field the 8-yard line. Turpin. Cut into the near side, 25-30, 35, space of the 40, 45. There's a flag on the play, though. Turpin's down midfield. Sometimes this one could be coming back. Turpin, great return, but it might be all for naught. We got some laundry. During the return, holding on the team. Must have been the worst field goal kick of all time. And what, like decision to kick the field goal? Or like the actual worst kick I've seen? Like, I've seen some bad kicks. But, like, worst decision to kick? Falcons 49ers 2015 was pretty bad. They kicked the field goal with like 2.5 minutes left at the 4-yard line. Down by 4. Chiefs like was plus 120. Right, they do play Raiders and Titans. I mean, plus 120 is not bad for the Chiefs. It's not terrible. Prescott, third read, swings out to the near side. It's Williams. And he will get trucked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Thrown down there by DJ Reed. 20 years ago today. 20 years ago today. So December 4th, 2005. Guessing Dolphins beat the Bills? Oh, the Giants. Oh, that was great. Yes, that was great. One on the top, one on the bottom. How did I know? It was Dolphins beating the Bills. How did I know? 3-step drop. Prescott. Sideline. Lamb makes the grab. Spins around his man. 30, 35, 40. Looking for a block downfield. 45. Not going to get it. Was directing Schumacher to get the block. Couldn't get there in time. Will be a gain of 16, though, on a first down. Yeah, Koo, that was not a great kick, yeah. Done the decision about the Falcons game? No, because Secret Base already did a video on that one. So, probably not. There's stuff I can add on that one. The YouTuber, I did see that about the YouTuber that blasted opossums. I did see that. Yeah, that's animal cruelty. He should be in jail. That was animal cruelty at its finest. I mean, that was very clearly... He killed him. Like, that's animal cruelty. First down, hand over the middle, Williams. Brought down to the 49, gain of 3, Anzalone on the stop up the middle. Are they okay? I'm assuming not. I'm going to take a wild guess and assume they're not okay. Based on the footage I saw, they lived after falling, but they were limping. They're probably, like, usually when you're in pain like that, you then die. So I'm going to guess no, that they're not okay. To the top, one the bottom, back to his right. Play action. They're going to send forward. Prescott stepping up, fires deep down the field. One-on-one, Pickens. One-handed attempt, incomplete, but a flag for PI. Reed. We got a call for that one. Was holding his arm. Easy call. Will be a goal-to-go situation here. Inside the 5. I'm with you, Joe, on that one. Yeah, it is a crime, yeah. No, he did 50 feet. He literally did 50 feet. But actually, there's offsetting fouls. Hang on a second. It's offsetting. Offsetting. There was a flag at the line of scrimmage on the Lions. So the PI was called, but then also, yeah, I believe hands to the face. Yeah, and there it is. On Booker. Tyler Booker getting called for that one, I believe. He got him around the neck area. So offsetting penalties. Redo the down. That's a big blow for the Cowboys. So they're going to have the ball in the red zone. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Tight end in motion. They'll call a run with Williams. Up the middle. Now we'll get about 4. It's actually Davis on that one. My apologies. Davis. To the 47th. 3rd and 3. I'll take us a 2-minute warning. Titans are cheaters, yeah. Yeah, the 1 in 10 Titans. Sixers, how many leads are going to blow this season? The Sixers have blown like more 20-point leads than any team I've seen. It doesn't make sense. Give me a second here, guys. Got a copyright claim. I just got on a video. Got to take care of that. The Cowboys, at the very least, make it a 1-score game, you're okay. Well, behind me in the game, so I'll say it's time, all right? Cowboys got to start the half, yeah. Oh, no, Sixers won? Oh, wow. Okay, well, it still blew the lead. That's still insane. But, you know, Cowboys got to start the half. Score is bugging out. I hate when that happens. You're good, man. You're good. I have the under on the Sixers win this year. I have the under on them. I have the over on the Pistons wins, which was like 45. I was like, really? 45? Like, yeah, I think they win a lot more than that. It still is not much better. No, it's not. Can I play the video playing really sucks? No, it was an old video. It wasn't all one, so. It was the Steelers-Dolphins one, the Mud Bowl game, so. Taking care of that right now, so we're good now. We're good. All right, again, we're at commercial break right now, 17-6, third down here. We got to stop here if you're Detroit. You're calling timeout immediately. You take the Oakland Pistons. Yep. I'm at 44, I believe, 44 and a half or 45. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna win 45 or more this year. I'd be very surprised. Quarter of the 5 or 6 teams who have not finished with the worst record in football since the merger, whether outright or otherwise. Oh, that's a great question. All right, let me think about this one. That's a great question. Lions? They're definitely not the Lions, obviously, with a winless season. Prescott. Slam pass. That's caught. First down at the 43. I'll get you on South Florida. Appreciate you, man. I'll do that at the half. Or at the next dead ball, we'll do it. That's a great question. I have an idea in my mind. I gotta think really hard about this one. I have an idea in my mind. Yeah, Brennan Marion, second assistant coach. I think the thing with Marion is he went to Sac State thinking they were going to go up to FBS. Honestly, that didn't happen. Watch Chris Thompson have a job? I have no idea. Dara, Chris movie is Shark Tank game show. Shark Tank's not a game show. They're going to send 4. Prescott deep down the field. Lamb was open, had a step on the far sideline. Got by Robertson. Yeah, so let me think about this one. So going division by division. The Steelers have not since the merger. Right? Steelers have not. Ravens have not. Broncos have not. On the top, 2 at the bottom. Prescott, they're going to send 4. Slam pass again. Pickens at the 35-yard line. There's a flag on the play, though. It's a gain of 7. I think pointing in the Cowboys' direction. They might get OPI on this one. Who did I say? Yeah, Ravens have not. Steelers, Broncos, Vikings have not. Giants have not. First of all, face mask on the offense. Yep, he grabbed the face mask of his sin. Yep, good call. Good call there. Yeah, Giants have not. And so excited at the 1 pick, but second and 25. They were tied with the Patriots for the worst record that year, if I'm not mistaken. So wouldn't it be them? Packers. Yep. Packers. Prescott, middle of the field, slam pass, slam on the grab at the 49-yard line. Taken down over the middle by DJ Reed. Should we officially name that? Yeah, Shark. Yeah. It's something game show, not judge. Yeah, and it's definitely not a game show. No, Niners drafted Alex Smith. Niners definitely the worst record at one point. Timeout Detroit. No, Niners definitely had the worst record at one point. They have the number 1 pick in 05. Yeah, you can be named that. Yes, you can. Colts are for 1 pick contention. Yes, they are. 2 left for the Lions. Interesting timeout there. Figure you got to get a stop here. If you don't get a stop, I think that was a point in time to work with. If you do get a stop, you get the ball back. Right now, it's the worst record for you. Was that the 1 pick or the... I think that was the number 2 pick that they had. They got traded to Dallas. I think it was the number 2 pick. If I'm not mistaken. Third down. Back to his right. 1 the top, 2 the bottom. That's insane, Indian Werewolf. That's insane. Middle of the field. Caught Ferguson. And we brought down to 36. So you figure the Lions will now take a timeout. You would think, well, if you took one earlier, why wouldn't you take one now? Now they take a timeout. Okay. That was odd. Don't know why they waited that long to take it. They'll have 1 left. I don't know why they waited that long to take it. Corey 1 out of 5. Appreciate you, man. Baltimore, Denver, Green, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Washington. Who did I say? I said New York. I said the Giants. Okay, they do put time back on the clock. 55 seconds. They do put time back on the clock. So... yeah, I got to refill. Yep, I do have to refill at some point. So 4th and 4. Auburn's going to line for the field goal. 1 time left for the Lions. 55 for Aubrey. And this one is good. 3 field goals for Aubrey today. 2 from 55 or 55 plus. 1 score game. The Lions get it back. Johnster with a tenner. Whew, man. Which kid do you want, Johnster? Get you on the call for. Appreciate you, man. I saw these online. Fact or fiction? Sabrina is the new Ariana. Yes. She can act. Yes. Olivia equals new Taylor. No, no one's ever going to be the new Taylor Swift. Taylor's in a league of her own. Chapel, new Gaga? No, I think... I see some resemblance, but Chapel's not weird in the same way Gaga is. Also, Gaga has a personal life that's a bit different than Chapel's. Tyla, new Rihanna? I have no idea who that even is. Tate, new Britney? No, not even close. No. Doja Cat, new Nicki Minaj? Doja's more talented than Nicki. Doja's got more talent in her finger than Nicki has in her whole body. So... someone would say fact, someone would say fiction. Okay, I'll fill the 1 yard line taken out. For the 20, 25, spin move gets out to the 26. All the rest to be the Olympics. I'm not crazy about that. Banning social media for minors under 16, I would not hate that. I mean, people find ways to get around it, but I mean, if you give your ID, probably not, but I have no problem with that. I mean, we see the studies on mental health and whatnot. I'm okay with that. Okay, what's your gone for it? No. I'll fight kicking it there. All right, 17-9. Ball to 26. And then which game do you want, John? So get you on the call for it. Goff. Out route. Caught out of bounds at the 31. Gain of 5 stops the clock. They both sound close to each other. Well, Doja can sing. Nicki can't sing. Doja's also not crazy the way that Nicki is. Nicki's like insane. Right, chess should not be an Olympic sport. Oh, number 1 R like Taylor's? Oh, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Give me Delaware. I'll get you on Delaware. And Superman, no new duo. Nope, no new duo on that one. Appreciate you a ton, man. Get you on the Delaware game. Goff, middle of the field. Slam pass. Caught Gibbs. 40. 45. Brought down the 47. Gain of 16. You have a timeout. Spike it here. The downs are irrelevant. They're not spiking it. They're going to go quickly, though. They're going to send 4. Out route. Caught St. Brown, and he will get out of bounds at the first down line at the 43. Seems to be on the tour. No new duo. Nope, no new duo. Duo is league of our own. Next thing to relocate and change the mask at the same time. I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. I'd be very surprised. I don't see a universe where it happens anytime soon. Where's the popcorn? All right, give me a second here, guys. Just shy of the sticks. Not that it matters. Goff scrambles out, fires on the run, out of bounds, looking for Gibbs. 13 seconds left. Can't only an Olympic sport? Yes, there should be an Olympic sport. Games go hard. Can't only can be intense. 3rd down. That was a browser pass. Although he was trying to throw that ball away. I would run it here, call timeout, call 1 more play, and then kick the field goal. You're in range, Bates. The 43. Timeout, Dallas. Still have 2 left. Wait, I thought I was just talking NFL. NBA, in terms of the big 4, it would be Pelicans. Easily Pelicans. But NFL, I don't see it happen anytime soon. Johnson, to a fact fiction WNBA full with no NBA sport. Fact. I mean, now it'd be okay, but fact back in the day, I mean, no league could survive losing hundreds of $1 million every single year. No league. Most of it's run by oil money. No league could. 100% fact. Nowadays, not so much. Nowadays, they're okay. But before, for the first like 20 years, yeah, 100% fact. 100,000% fact on that one. Third down. Appreciate you, man, as always. Guys coming hot tonight. Appreciate it. Goff going deep. And that should be a flag. Yeah, Rebel. He grabbed the collar of St. Brown. That'll be gain of 10 on the PI. Grabbed inside the collar. Avalanche lose second time since September. Wow. Finally a loss. Rebel getting called for PI. And now the line's definitely in field goal range. Yep, grabbed inside the collar. Easy call. Easy call. I got time for another play. You have a timeout, 10 seconds. How's it going, Mike? Appreciate you tuning in as always. 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. Goff, they'll send 4. He'll take a shot to the end zone. Open! And Tesla, it was out of bounds. Corner slipped. Tesla was open. The cornerback on that one, I believe that was Rebel again. Thunder versus Avs, who wins? Yeah, I can see Europe game restriction on that. Yep. He was wide open. Tesla that close to his 4th, but Goff threw it way out of bounds. Was it BET? I thought it was BET on that one. You're all having a rough start to his career these last couple weeks. Yep, it's been pretty rough. Now, Bates, 47-yard try or thereabout. See if the Cowboys ice him. They will. All right, I'm just going to put everything at the same timeouts and whatnot, just so I don't forget. So this is the final play. Overthrow there, yep. And out of bounds. All right. $47-yard try here for Bates. 1 for 1 today. Make it 2 for 2. Teams trade field goals to end the half. This game is in Detroit. Cowboys get it to start, but Lions up by 2 scores, 20-9. I'll be to carry the ABL. Oh, wow. Cowboys get it when we get back. We're at halftime right now. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. Try and grow this community even more. Lifetime. I would never have gone on that. Lifetime carry WA. I had no idea on that. All right, 29-year score. Again, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. My clock is way off. I meant to do that. How's it going, Joe? Yep, so far, Lions doing good. The Lions looking sharp so far, 20-9. Yeah, Lions capitalize. Right, I remember Oxygen called the game, so I do remember that. Yeah, Hutchinson's good rushes tonight, yep. Not a stat sheet, but he's getting it done. All right, 20-9, your halftime score. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps the channel out a ton. So we try and grow this community even more. Live cover the finals. I did not know that. I did not know that. Yeah, Lions 29 lead in terms of who keep their flip-ups alive. Yep. Gotta go put more comments I put up in since Monday. Oh man, or ornaments. Yeah. You know, I got all my stuff on Tuesday. That's why I was liking a video on Wednesday because I was just so sore afterwards. I was like ridiculously sore. Success rate pretty even. Pretty even on that. No, I don't have mods, Drizzy. I don't have mods. No, it's nope. Karaoke tonight, so So I did the stream earlier. We did the OT stream before. We'll do OT tomorrow after the game, and we'll do an OT stream before the game as well. So we'll go live at 5 Eastern time, and then we'll go live for the game at 8. Should be done by 11:30, and then we'll go do some OT and whatnot. So, do 2 OTs tomorrow, barring anything crazy. Yeah, Campbell's been a Pro Bowler this year. He's an All-Pro this year. Jack Campbell's been phenomenal this year. That 23 draft class just looks amazing. 5% difference is significant. Yeah, but it's compared to like what you usually show me. Compared to what it's like where it's like a 10% difference. Michelle DeFoy to play a play? I didn't even know that. What songs are I gonna sing tonight? Depends. Like obviously it depends on what other people have done. I've got the queue of songs. I'm gonna try to get Real World tonight. I'm gonna try to get Immigrant Song tonight. Not sure I'll be able to. Ride, Sex on Fire if I can do it. The one that I want. I mean, I've got a lot on the queue. I've got like 15 in the queue right now. Here for ChatGPT tomorrow night. Oh, let's go. You know, he's been a leader on that defense. Like, I've got a lot on the queue. And I got 18 in the queue right now. So, try to get at least 3 of them in. Yeah, refs have not been in today. And I'm going to try to get at least 3 tonight. We'll see. It depends how busy it is. Depends on what other people have done. They're going to get male viewers to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what male viewers are going to turn on Lifetime. Like, I'm not surprised by that. Like, at all. And honestly, I should be having with Campbell. They should be. Well, a video out tomorrow. Dumb decision on this scheme if it happens. If not, we'll do a broadcasting video tomorrow. I think a broadcasting video we'll do. Pizza equals happiness for me? Yes, fact. Good pizza. You replace some penalties? They should. The fact that neutral zone can't be, like, it's objective. Was he in the zone or not? And the fact that we can't do replaces for that is insane to me. It's like it's copyright for the private use of our audience. Yes, it is. Right, 2 successful plays? That makes sense. Yeah, hiring Napier. Yeah, JMU gets Napier. Look, he was solid in the group of 5 before. He was solid at Louisiana before he got to Florida. So, look, there are some guys that are very good assistants but are not good head coaches. Some guys are very good at the lower level, but the higher level, not great. So, I don't hate the hire at all for JMU. Don't hate him the slightest bit. It's a solid move, all things considered. I mean, he changed the culture at Florida. Will we stream Bama, Georgia? Oh, yeah. 100%. So here's the plan for college football. Tomorrow night, we're going to be live for the American Championship. We're going to do JMU. Not JMU. We're going to do North Texas against Tulane. Because that's a winning you're in game. And we know that. So we'll do that game tomorrow. Saturday, we got 3 things on the docket. We're going to do, obviously, at 12, BYU Texas Tech. At 4, we're going to do Georgia-Bama. At 8, what I'm going to do is channel my inner Kevin Harlan. I've done it before. I'm going to do it again. Those streams are very chaotic, very hectic. I love doing them. We're going to call 2 games at once. We're calling 2 games at once. We're going to call the Big Ten and we're going to call the ACC at the same time. Yeah, the birthday party? Oh, that was great. Yeah, it's a Chuck E. Cheese party. Oh, man, that was great. It's a 40 Miller with the answers? Wow. But yeah, that's the game plan. So tomorrow we'll be live for the American Championship. Saturday we'll be live for 3 games. Really 4 games in 3 time slots. And then Sunday, we're doing Sunday Night Football at night. Decided to call out today and said, all good, man. All good. So Sunday we'll be live for Sunday Night Football. But then, beforehand, before I lose my mind during Jaguars Colts, we're going to be live for the selection show. So we'll go live around 11:30 a.m. for that one. I'll hop on at 12. I'll start at 11:30. I'll hop on at 12. When busy today, be better coming Saturday. That makes sense. And we'll go from there. Every time Cowboys can hype this, what happens? Yep, accidentally to happen. Yep. But I got 30 minutes left. And they get the ball. We'll see. Best live sports streamer ever in my book. I appreciate that a ton, Vicky. I appreciate that a ton. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I might do the World Cup draw tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I might do World Cup from 10 to 12 tomorrow. I don't know. I should be able to do it. I'll see how I'm feeling. I should be able to do World Cup tomorrow. But that mean no pay? Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, Colin's working it. Nothing out of it, yeah. So we'll see on that. Yeah, that creates me that one, Joe. The WAC Cup draw too? Yes, we can. Yeah, so I should be able to... Took off setting, got paid fully. There you go. South Florida hiring Hartline. He's been great everywhere he's been. He's done a great job with the Ohio State offense, and the receivers have been so good under him. I think it's a great move. I think it's a phenomenal move. 31-20 win. Who did not score a touchdown? Well, I know Davis did. I think CD. I don't think... No. No, I don't think CD. Yeah, I think it was CD. Goal YouTube full-time? Yep. Yep, that is my goal. I mean, I do it right now full-time, but it's all thanks to support by people like you. So I'm able to do it full-time now, but obviously want to keep going higher and higher and take this to new heights and just elevate this thing to a whole new level. So yeah, I've done it full time for the last 3 years, and I've been very grateful that I have a fan base that allows me to do it full time, and a support system that allows me to do it full time. But obviously, I want to get this thing going higher and higher on that too. Thanks to people like you, yes. Say thank you after, yep. Viewers like you. It was Pickens, oh man. Yeah, thanks to viewers like you. Thank you. As PBS says. But yeah, that's the plan. Keep doing this. And just keep going higher and higher. And yeah, funded by donors like you. Thank you. Yep. The greatest part at this point is that the streams have gone way more than the videos in terms of money. Yeah, I got it. Yep, I got you. Like way more than that. So Temptations do a halftime show? Holy cow. Why didn't they show that? We had to see Krista Thompson and Richard Sherman talk. We couldn't see the Temptations halftime show? Really? Oh, man. Lakers running against the Raptors. Oh, man. Five for JJ is provided by. Grassi's here, your stream is more chill and form. No, I appreciate that a ton. I think the other thing, too, I mean, Grassi's got so many people in his chat. Like, you can't get to everyone. I try to get to everyone in the chat. And you guys know that. I think I do a better job of anyone of getting to every single comment in the chat. I take great pride in that. Noise canceling head earplugs. I use Beats. They're not really noise canceling, but I like Beats. I like having a thing over my ear, like a circle over my ear, versus the like the AirPods where it's like just the stick, like the stick of the ear. I'd rather have the circle, so I do that. LSU by 8. Surprise game is close. How bad Duke's doing this year? Yeah, they'll get to 100 though probably. I think Carissa, Temptation of a Carissa and Sherman 10 out of 10. Yep. Evelyn's Rock. I say halftime shows. That is also true. Wizards are a sad sack of garbage. They are a bad team. And they've been bad for a while. They'll always be bad, I think. It's JG9. Woo woo. Let's go, baby. Welcome home. Juicy Juice and Chuck E. Cheese where a kid could be a kid. There was one by my home like 20 minutes from my place, and then it shut down. That sucked when it shut down. It was a cool one. But we talk with the chat so well, so I always come back. Appreciate it, Pez. From sports cell viewers like you, thank you, you weirdos, pretty much. You know, because I try to get to everyone in the chat, and I'm usually pretty good at it. Sometimes I do miss them. First stream was week 6, West Kentucky, Delaware. Yeah, so I think I was like the only one doing that game. Yeah, so part of it was like obviously like guys like Rossi want it. They do the NFL games, but they don't do a whole lot outside the NFL games. So I try to make myself available every day, consistency, and just go from there. And I mean, there wasn't a lot of people doing that game, so I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's do WQ Delaware. Don't like anything under 50 degrees at all. I don't blame you, man. That's why I moved out here to Arizona. Find a PBS show. What would it be about? PBS got the World Cup in '82. I did not know that. Cautionary tale tanky. Yes, the Wizards are. Yeah, 50 years of failure. Yep. PBS show. What would it be about? Oh man, definitely a sports history related show. It would definitely be a show, probably with puppets. Not that I do the puppetry, but I always like fascinated like the Muppets and everything, and like Between the Lions and whatnot there in the Big Blue House, shows like that. So probably teaching puppets the history of sports. That'd be an interesting one. Like crazy things in sports history. Local PBS Philly and Seattle are the Sounders in the 70s and 80s. You got to figure out something with the with NASL deals. Worst slice pizza of my life. Far too stale burnt pepperoni on cheese. Oof. Only weakness for Florida man is sanity. Yep. Florida man is alive and well. Chuck E. Cheese on my mold now. It's a 5 below. Oh, that sucks. I mean, 5 below is not terrible, but it's like Chuck E. Cheese is. Or a kid can be a kid. Show about football like Ken Burns or baseball. That'd be cool at some point. Problem is that would take so long to put together, and obviously I just want to keep cranking out content. It's not. Yes, it is a funeral home. Yes, it is. Yes, it's a funeral home. Yeah, just the most ironic thing. Steve Sable typed an error for NFL history films. I've gotten that a few times. I love that. How's it going, Curtis? Appreciate you tuning in. Lakers won to strike. LeBron only got 8, so the streak's over. Right? That's the end of the streak. Wait, LeBron's streak is over. Wait. Is that it? Holy crap, that's it. Yep, that's it. Well, that streak will never be broken. 1,297 games will never be broken. Oh, I love that. The case, right? Yes, for the dog, yes. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. You could put it in during any other song. Especially seeing as, I mean, this was the early 80s. It was all cheese, soft rock. You couldn't put it for like any of the slow songs. Unless Cowboys speak the line, supposed to too much ask. I might be. End of an era, LeBron's washed. He's not what he used to be. Yeah, Florida Nation will be room for Tulane. Yep. Yeah, I want to see what Summerall does. First time since 07, it's crazy. It's slow over, yep. Who's number 2? I have no idea. One of the greatest streaks has come to an end. Well, it was only regular season anyway, but still. 1,300 games. LeBron retires after season fiction. I mean, if your career lasts 1,300 games, you're usually in the Hall of Fame. If 1,300 straight. That's nuts. Does the Greek Freak get trade this offseason? I'm going to say... if they make the playoffs, no. If they don't, yes. All right, did I even put up a poll? I just realized that. Did I put up a poll? I don't think I did. Kickoff return to the 30. 1 yard line. Back underway here in the third. That's a crazy streak. I mean, yeah, then before the Steelers 500 record, Steelers broken, which is crazy. Yeah, right. That probably annoyed him too. Yeah, that's what I remember too with him. I mean, some of these dedications were just bizarre. Some of the dedications were just stalkerish. P.S. Philly or the Partridge Family? I did not know that in Utah. Jazz for the Nets? Yeah, Nets are just an abomination. Give us a good Martian touches for Barry before age 24. I mean, the Lions had no offensive line back then. Yep. 3 at the top, 1 bomb back to his right. Prescott, slam pass. Pickens, dropped, intercepted. 30, 25, 20. Prescott, the one man to beat, force him out to 12. Are you kidding me? The very first play from scrimmage and Pickens drops the ball. Can't blame Prescott for that pick. Sounds like it's dying. It's not dying anymore. That one's not on deck. That was a good throw and Pickens just couldn't corral it. Tipped up in the air off his hands, and just like that, Derek Barnes. Not sure if Robertson stuck his hand out there, but Pickens has to come down with that one. It's that simple. Pickens has to come down with that one. Watch him shut down now. Yep. I see a Steelers fan. And that's not on deck. It's a good throw right on the numbers. Clearly not on deck, but that's the second turnover of the night. And the Lions have the ball in the red zone. I overreacted that? I don't know. Back to his right. And there's a Pickens we know. Yep, they made Bulls win by what they could be. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Goff, they'll send 4. Out route. Caught. Williams. Runs backwards, forced out of bounds, right around the 8. I don't think it's backfired to dumb Franklin, but just they didn't have a plan afterwards, which is kind of crazy to me. Did Robertson get a hand in there? No, he didn't even get a hand in there. Pickens just dropped it. More of that Cowboys. And if the Cowboys have lines, why I pick them again? I get why. I mean, I did the same thing. If you hold to a field goal here, it's only a 2-score game, but if you allow a touchdown, oh boy. Chiefs panicking right now watching this game? No. They've had many reasons to panic, not counting the outcome of this game. They've been panicking for a while now. Gibbs into the backfield to his right. Now motion to the top. They'll fake the swing, going for the wheel route. Open! Caught! Tesla! His 4th of the season! Touchdown, Detroit. 2nd grab of the day. And man, if you are the Cowboys, you got the field goal by Aubrey to make it a 1-score game, getting the ball to start the half, then you don't get the stop. You throw a pick on the first play, then 2 plays later, Tesla gets its 4th. And just like that, it's a 3-score game. Over the hands of Rebel, who's had I don't know, like the adjective for it. Whatever the worst adjective you can think of. Can he go his roar? A lot of Tesla will be proud. Yep. Last time LeBron scored less than 10 in the game. Bob Barker was still holding his presses right. That's crazy. And the extra point, Bates, 27-9. Yeah, I don't know what Penn State's going to do. I honestly don't know at this point. They can't get Campbell. And just like that, Lions up by 3 scores. Now, the Cowboys have come back from some deficits before. They trailed 21-0 against the Eagles about 2 weeks ago. 12 days ago, to be exact. Is Copeland and Steven? Yep. Yeah, Revel's had a atrocious game. Atrocious game for Rebel. But if you look at the Cowboys, they came back from a 21-point deficit. Yeah, they hired Summerall, the Tulane head coach. I'm warming up to it. I'm definitely warming up to the hire. 27-9. Tesla, the 3rd-round pick, back-to-back games on a touchdown for him. Yeah, LSU by 8 at the half. Can they keep that 100-point streak alive? Yeah, Rip Scooter, yep. Right, he was getting cocky. I mean, he's always cocky, but he was getting a little bit too cocky. Straight and Campbell, keep the earn, fire the AD. Well, you have to fire the AD at this point, even if you get the coach, even if you get Campbell. I mean, Kraft let out a sham of a search. Yeah, 5 points cooked, yep. Kickoff end zone, it's about the 35-yard line. Gonna finish here at Tulane? Yes, he is. It's a little bit different with Kiffin, because Kiffin is going to a competing school. Yeah, I think it's a solid hire. Kiffin's going to a competing school and whatnot. Also, he burned every Richard book. Summerall, I mean, everyone knows. I mean, Tulane, Florida. I mean, Florida's better job. He's energy deficient. Yep. 8th catch of the season, 4 touchdowns. Handoff here on the stretch, trying to bounce outside Williams. And he's thrown down to 37. Jack Campbell, not running the ball all that well today. Please remind me of that. And NCAA should change rules to make anti-tampering rules. Team fires the head coach, and they wait until the season ends to hire another team's coach. I don't know how you enforce that. Problem is that the calendar is all messed up. So the fact is that signing day was today, or yesterday for college football. So you got to have a coach in place by then. Then they could change the calendar. They will see a calendar change, but you can't do that. 2 at the top, 1 bomb back to his right. They're going to send 4. Prescott, stepping back, fires. Underthrown ball. Lamb somehow comes down with that with PI on Reed. What a grab there. Yeah, Billy Napier at JMU. Good move. Look, he wasn't good at Florida, but he was really good at Louisiana. PI on Reed. Doesn't matter for CD Lamb, one of the best wide receivers in football. 33-yard grab. North Texas Lane going into the game with new coaches? No. No, they're both going to coach their teams. LeBron's streak, I think it was 2007. Yeah, underthrown ball, wrapped around Lamb, but the concentration by the 6th-year man to make that one. They need a commissioner? I do agree with that, yes. Stretch play here. Williams breaks the tackle at 25, breaks the second one at the 20, and brought down at the 18-yard line, gain at 12 and a first down. Vontae Maddox on the stop. Penn State the biggest winner of signing day? Yes. Yeah, to have a top 150 recruiting class, good for them. Never thought Penn State would have a top 150 class, but here we are. Hey, Tech, but I hope they demolish BYU. Well, they demolish them. There's no debate in terms of whether BYU deserves to be in or not. If it's a 3-point game, it's hard to keep BYU out at that point. One top 3 of the bomb back to his right. They're going to send 6. Prescott. End zone shot. Incomplete, looking for Pickens on the far sideline. There's a flag on the play, though. Coverage by Robertson. And what if he did that? I mean, Ole Miss wouldn't even want that. Because then everyone knows he's going to LSU at that point. Holding on the defense. Moving up to the 13. Right, kids in the NBA are about to be who weren't born with LeBron 6 started yet. It's crazy. Like, if you play 1,300 games, you're a Hall of Famer, probably. In basketball, you're a Hall of Famer. You play 1,300 games. He had 1,300 in a row with 10. Yeah, the holding's actually on the far side. DJ Reed. That's a second straight penalty on him to strive. Touchdown, half his receptions. So they should keep feeding the ball. Feed him 100 times, he'll have 50 touchdowns. That's how it works. Prescott, end zone, one-on-one. Robertson. Lamb always came down with a heck of a grab. Robertson on the coverage. And a Lamb is slow to get up. Sure, Virginia, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you there. Lamb is slow to get up. But they overcorrected. That's what the college sports does. Yeah, that'd be insane, Eli. Lamb always came down with that ball. I mean, a heck of a try. I mean, just inches away from coming down with it. But, see, he landed awkwardly on his shoulder, and he's down. Can so explain why LeBron's many games so impressive? He played 1,297 games in a row, scoring 10 points or more. 10 is a lot, but still, you just see one off night. I mean, Lamb's walking on his own power, but it's an upper body injury, so we'll see. Why is that some comments fired before? Because you got to know who your coach is, but because you have signing day and workouts starting in January for the offseason. That's why. So second down here, back underway. One of the top 2 of the bomb back to his right. Prescott takes it. They'll send 4. Prescott, middle of the field, hitch route. Flournoy down to the 9. We're going to him on a hitch a lot. DJ Reed on the stop. Oh, he's making him flight? Oh, why is that impressive? Well, just the fact that you play in the league for that long at a high level. That's why. Who's most in the Hall of Fame more, Scottie Pippen or Klay Thompson? I mean, they're both great. They both are Hall of Famers, but Scottie 100%. Technology? Yeah, I'm just not crazy about technology, pretty much, Evan, on that one. I want to be pleasantly surprised. I want it to work. I've been impressed with some broadcasts before. Third down, they'll send 5. Prescott. He'll fire. End zone. Underthrown. Flournoy, the intended target. Looking for Reed. Not there. Ty Simmons, Trevor 2.0. I'm with you. I don't think Ty at all. I said the exact same thing. I said the exact same thing with Ty Simpson. There's some moments where I look at him like, what are you looking at? And then there's somewhere I'm like, this guy's a stud. Mr. Early Sign Day, you're going to lose a lot of recruits. GT6 out before Penn State hires a new coach, yes. What's Rico LeBron's headed? 1,297 straight games with 10 plus points. It requires some luck, it does. They're going for it. Not going to make it a 2-score game here. They're going to go for it. They'll send 4. Prescott, slam pass. Caught. Pickens. Loses the ball at the 2. And the Cowboys fall in it in the end zone. We'll see what the ruling is here. Pickens lost the ball trying to stretch it at the 2. Cowboys fell on it. All right, 620 would be more impressive, yeah. Be first down for the Cowboys at the 1. Yes, Trevor Lawrence played for Simpson? Yeah, pretty much. Penn State messed with Byron Franklin? No, they did not. Not at all. You know, he wasn't down. Anzalone forced the fumble. Recovered by the Cowboys at the 1-yard line. Yet the 4th down conversion. Are they assistant quarterbacks? Yes, they are. Move it to the 2. No, they didn't mess up Byron Franklin. It was the right move. They messed up the rest of the search, but Byron Franklin was the right move. You had to fire him. He couldn't win the big game for years. Right? Otherwise recovered, would have been a touchback. Yep. Hand off here, Williams up the middle. Trucks to break the first tackle, then brought down the 1 yard line. Taken down by Branch. 2nd and goal. Yeah, Florida State. Norvell's staying for another year, and then after that, he's gone. Yeah, I think he'll turn VT around. He's a solid coach. Ready to get one of the bear refs on Sunday. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they know, like, BS roughing the passer penalties against us. Tight end in motion, Ferguson. Handoff here, Williams. He's in. Good response there by Dallas. Back down to a 2-score game. Javonte Williams, first touchdown for the Cowboys today. He gets in for the 9th time this season. Yeah, this is pretty good. Right, college pros, yeah, but Penn State could never win any big games. Like, any top 10 games, they were not winning. How's it going, State Series? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm doing all right. Doing all right, man. Just playing football. Loving it. We'll see if they go for 2 here. He's a bit better higher than LSU. I get it. Looks like they're going to kick the extra point. Yeah, he broke 1,000 yards. Yes, he did. He was at 9:55 entering the game. He was over the 1,000 mark after that drive. For the first time in his 5-year career, and the extra point by Aubrey is good. 27-16, 11-point lead. Much needed touchdown there. Yeah, I would have gone for 2 there. Personally, I'm going for 2 in that spot, but they do not. All right, let me just refill my water. I'll be right back. Give me a second here. Just got to refill this bad boy. All right. No dumb decision there. No dumb decision. But I would have gone for 2. I would have gone for 2 in that spot. No dumb decision, but again, just gonna disagree if it doesn't make a dumb decision. Yeah, I'll just refill my water. We're good. I don't have to worry about Dave Hampton's situation. No, we do not. No, we most definitely do not. He'll get to about 1,200 easily this year. Methville Gator Biscuits, the way the Pilgrims wanted to celebrate Thanksgiving. I would have gone for 2, but I'm okay with it. See, we 2 tap kickoff time. There you go. Beautiful. Appreciate you. As always, you guys have been hot tonight. Between this and the OT stream, you guys have been amazing tonight. I appreciate you guys a ton. Kevin should say, "We'll miss and turn down LSU." Yeah, without burning every bridge in the book. Yeah. I just don't like the idea of starting over. That's what it comes down to. Like, why start over? You're in a good spot. Cowboys have had a few comebacks this season. Can they get another one? And this is the last day for this to make the call. Looks like we're going to be doing the West Kentucky Marshall game. But who knows? Oh, I don't think so, Eli. I think in today's, in this era, I think Power 5 is better than Group of 5. CD's got concussion. So CD's not coming back tonight. CD Lamb has a concussion. He's out for the rest of this game. So if the Cowboys are going to come back, we have to do without their star wideout. Kickoff here, field at the 2-yard line. Taken to the 20. Sailors 25, 30, and down the 32-yard line. Taken down on the play by Shamar James, the 5th-round pick. CD is out for the rest of the game. I've never been to Albuquerque. I've never even been there. Yep, and now Schefter tweeting it now. Yeah, he's ruled out. Cowboys score a touchdown. Definitely go for 2, make a 3-point game. Yep, they do. Yep. Well, they didn't miss a 2-point conversion. The Cowboys did not miss a 2-point conversion. They kicked 3 field goals. Both go to FSU. Oh, wow. All right. to the bottom of the screen. Hand off here to Gibbs. Try to bounce outside and be thrown down at the 26-yard line. Usually able to turn the corner, but Deron Bland says not so fast, my friend. It's be a loss of 6 at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 16. Right now, Maryland, yeah, a lot of job security. Vanderbilt, yeah. 2nd down here. Need over 77. That's not going to help. He lost 5 or 6 on that one. 2nd down. St. Brown motions to the bottom of the screen. Back to his right. Screen pass. Williams on the near side. He'll get to the 30. Look at the yardage back. He lost on the Gibbs play. Still a long ways to go. Down to the 34. 3rd and 8. He wants to rotate at left guard throughout the night. Work for them. Yep. Goff's been pretty upright this game so far. Goff's been pretty upright. Sense of personality? I don't know. I don't know if Jameis the guy want to have as your role model with everything that he's done, but he's crazy. 3rd and 8. From the top, one the bottom, back to his right. It's a big gap on brothers in terms of age. That's a huge gap, actually. They're going to send 5. Out route. Gibbs. Can he stay out? He does. Ankle breaker. Are you kidding me? How many guys in the NFL can do that? He was 3 yards shy of the sticks. Had the defender and the sideline to beat. Stomps on a dime. And then breaks Deron Bland's ankles. Gibbs gets revenge on Bland from that earlier tackle. Oh, man. Are you kidding me, Jahmyr Gibbs? Ankle breaker. So Sir Walter Recepts is fairly long. Cold Personality, great song. Great song. One of the sickest guitar riffs ever. Gibbs knuckles? No, Gibbs a sock. Wildcat here. And that play gets busted. No gain trying to bounce outside. Malik Cunningham. Yes, that Malik Cunningham, the former Louisville quarterback. He's in the game for the first time. He's on a package play there. It does not work. I know he's solid. He doesn't try to get the play, gets him. Yeah. Malik Cunningham feels weird to see him as a wide receiver. So he played quarterback. Started off as a quarterback in the NFL with the Patriots. That's an undrafted free agent. Switched to wideout. Wildcat play does not work. Play action. They're going to send 4. Goff, deep shot down the far sideline. Comeback route. At the 39. That's caught. Jamison Williams. The Sonic is fast. Knuckles is like hard to hit, if that makes sense. Gain of 17 on a first down. In Dallas territory at the 39. A field goal keeps it a 2-score game. Yeah, Greg Schiano, he's got a super cool seat. Well, Rutgers is a tough place to win. You win 5 games a year at Rutgers, you're safe for life. Especially in that conference. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Motion to the bottom of the screen, now goes Williams. They'll give it to Gibbs up the middle. Nice cut to the B gap on the far side before he's brought down at the 38-yard line. Thrown down after a gain of just 1 by Bell. 2nd and 9. 7 to go in the 30. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, post the channel, ton. Again, every donation counts toward to make the call. How much so which game we're calling? Multi-platinum rapper, Tuesday. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that with Tuesday. I think that shouldn't be allowed. 25-year-old freshman. It's a player safety issue. By the time he's a senior, he's going to be 28 years old, 29 years old, going up against kids. That's a safety issue. There's a reason we don't have guys go to the NFL straight out of high school. Gibbs on the near side of the swing pass. Stiff arm at the 35, and then will be thrown it bounce to the 34-yard line. Thrown and Bland on the ground again. 3rd and 5. I think it's for a lot of reasons. First, if Gadden fired. Definitely fired. Yeah, Michigan State's a mess right now. And especially now they get Fitzgerald. I mean, it's a mess. But I think it's... You can't say we can't have guys going high school to NFL straight away because player safety. And then have a 25-year-old who's going to be 26-year-old freshman going up against kids. Like, no. You can't have it both ways. Right, Vandy's got a good job security, yep. 3 at the top, 1 bomb back to his right. They're going to send 4. Goff. Middle of the field. I couldn't tell if that was the St. Brown or Williams. They had 2 guys running to the same spot. Falls incomplete. Campbell's an aggressive guy. We'll see if they go for it here. Morris, I think he's gone. We'll see if they go for it here. Star 121 in Dallas. Give me the first listing for this holiday season of All In for Christmas Is You. First of many. I don't know either of those airports. Yeah, McCarthy Tucker, I'm not excited about that. Yeah, two guys are on the same spot. I think it was going to Williams and St. Brown. I had no idea the ball was coming to him. And no idea the ball was coming to him. They're going to kick the field goal. .52. Usually goes for in the spot, and that's why. So that kick gets blocked. I'm actually kind of shocked he didn't go for it. I'm actually kind of shocked, knowing Dan Campbell, he didn't go for that. Kick is blocked. I think that was going wide left either way. Sam Williams on the block. Cowboys take over at the 40-yard line. I haven't seen the tape of him. I have not seen the tape. Of course, the Cavalier uprights. Yep. McDermott, depends on the playoff run. One and done, he's out. Comfortable coach, where we're at taking a low-profile P4 job. I like the more job security. I like having that. Yeah, for Bates, that's his 5th miss of the season. He's about 80% on the year. No, it's not hindsight bias. I mean, Dan Campbell usually goes for in that spot. He's got a very low trajectory. That is true. Like, I'm not saying whether I would have gone for a kick the field goal. I'm saying Campbell usually goes for in that spot. Campbell's usually extremely aggressive. 50-plus yard field goal versus 5 or fewer yards. He's going for it. That's one of the few times he hasn't. Yeah, so it's good 4th down play calling. 4th down, yep. You can't be safe, yes, but the GM should not be. Zach Taylor, Bengals are too cheap. He's going to be safe. Defender on the line, blocks if it's partial on the character. Yes, it is. Red Wings fall Columbus. Ooh. Rangel, very much. Low job security. NBA is the same way. Some freshman high schools are 15 bit better sign than Tuesday. Wow, he's that bad. Wolves in by 9. All right. Cowboys get it back. Down by 2 scores. Soccer's got the worst job security. Football's by far the best. One the top, one the bottom. Handoff here up the middle. Williams crossed the 1,000 mark last time. Down to the 45. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Stefanski fired. They'll clean house. But KFC's not been good this year, no. I find the most successful Bills coach in the 21st century just to go back to losing 10 losses in a season. Well, they have your quarterback at least. They send for Prescott. Middle of the field, caught at the 40-yard line. Flournoy down to the 37. He's been involved today. Maddox takes him down. That's a first down. For a gain of 18. It's physical job somewhere else. He might get a head coaching job somewhere else too. Syracuse was never becoming a joke. They are now. Yeah, I mean, they've been a joke for a while. McDermott, again, it's just about, can you get him to the hump? I don't know. LaFleur, 100% safe. Hand up here to Davis, and Davis will go to the 35. Gain of just 1. Four and a half to go. Kleiman, Jeremy retirement or soft firing? I think it's a soft firing. After how bad they were this year, I think it's a soft firing. Right, you'd love if LaFleur got fired. But yeah, he's not going anywhere. 2nd and 9. Prescott, they send 5. Sideline on the near side, incomplete. Wants a flag. Turpin, not going to get it. Robertson on the coverage. 3rd down. Field goal makes it a 1-score game, and you are in field goal range for Aubrey here. Explanation for the Bills' fall for this year. Now they do get a flag. It's actually going to be not the flag the Cowboys wanted. It's going to be against Nate Thomas for holding. And they're out of range. Fire CP Carroll. Competent franchise, fired, but they have so much money tied up, and Davis isn't that rich. I'm going to say he's safe. Explanation for the Bills' fall this year, other McDermott. I would say no help at outside wide receiver. Hey, Prescott has a holdback tiers. Oh, in that case, it's probably retirement. In that case, I would probably lean retirement. Yeah, if they're like actual tiers, usually that's retirement. They'll send 5. Prescott. Middle of the field. Tight coverage. Somehow, Ferguson makes the grab. He was getting mugged on that one. I don't know how he came down with that. 3rd and 9. Mike McDaniel. Oh, this is an interesting one because you're going to get a new GM. I don't know how he came down with this. Anzalone, clean coverage, juggled. Ferguson made the grab, then he got the arm swab by Anzalone, and then somehow comes down with it on the 2nd catch. Yeah, McDaniel might be safe. They're going to get a new GM, but he might be safe. Prescott, they'll send 6. Out route, open, defender falls. Flournoy. Well, I think there's a reason why he fell. I'm going to take a wild guess and say there's a reason why the defender fell. Seeing as multiple flags flew immediately after the grab was made. I'm going to take a wild guess on this one and say this is coming back for OPI. Just a hunch. Or they won't fire the Sabres from, so why fire winning coach McDermott? Well, I think the thing with the Sabres is that there's no expectations. The Bills, you have the quarterback. You have expectations. Yeah, someone tells me there was a reason he got open. I think his Pickens pushed him down to the ground. I think it was a pick play. Let's see. I mean, good acting job by Pickens, but yeah. Good acting job. Throwing the arm up like, I'm open. But no. Can't do that. Can't be doing that. 3rd and 19. How do you play this year for Dallas? You're in field goal range. Get a little bit closer. Obviously, you're in range right now with Aubrey's leg, but sack, you're going to have to punt. They're going to send 4. Prescott, they're going to throw. Sideline. Incomplete on the comeback route, looking for Pickens. Broken up by Reed. No flags. They don't fire anyone now. Right, Tomlin's going to be safe, I think. Now, if they struggle this year, the next year, then it's a different story. And now a decision. Obviously, it's not a go for. You're 4th and 19. But, if you get a 63-yard try for Aubrey, they're going to try it. They're going to try it. Aubrey's hit 2 from 55 plus today. Can he get a 3rd and make it a 1-score game? It's straight enough. Oh my goodness. The best kicker in football, and there is no close second. 63 yards. His 3rd kick today at 55 plus. The former Birmingham Stallion. I mean, what else can you say about this guy? No, that wouldn't have given him 70. No, that probably 66 is probably the max. That was probably the max on that one. If I have a time, as it should be, yeah. Does it matter? I don't know. Down to a 1-score game again. Oh, man. Aubrey's made 4 field goals today. His 2nd shortest is 55 yards. That is ridiculous. That is absurd. I mean, what else can you say? All right, still a 3rd, yeah. Ham in the division, I'm curious who said it for. Yeah, Vinatieri was mine when I was a Jaguars fan. Well, I still am a Jaguars fan, obviously, but when he was still on the Colts. Quick time, yep. Like, that should not be possible. 3 kicks of 55-plus yards in a game. That's got to be close to the record. Gary Morton, who was very... Morton. Definitely Morton. Aubrey Special Names Live League. He's got a pretty good case so far. Obviously, we're 1 game into this week, but he's got a pretty good case. Come back at 18 is not insane. Yeah, but... Is that a 1-score game? Dude is nuts. All right. It's like Boswell keeps stealing the game. Yep, and Aubrey finds a way to do it for the Cowboys against the Lions. Speaking of the Lions, Sailors up the middle to the 30 and brought down the return at the 32-yard line. Sewing 7 time kick is missing even block. Yep, makes sense. No springs. Chance of Kyler will be in Pittsburgh or Vegas. I think he's done in Arizona. I don't think he's gonna be there. Chiefs seconds are playing Sunday. Gonna do the fake punt? Probably not yet. At some point, it's gonna come. But probably not yet. Ball to 32 for the Lions on this drive. Yeah, if you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Again, we're not doing overtime tonight. I appreciate all you guys a ton. I think it was a coach's decision. I think it was. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 10 straight for the Cowboys. They're right back in this thing. 2:44 in the third. Montgomery on the give. To the 35 up the middle to the 40. And we'll be just shy of the 6 for the 41-yard line. Gain of 9. Taken down by Malik Hooker, the former Colt. Yeah, Vegas, I think we'll get more. More Mendoza, Simpson are top 3 quarterbacks. Avs, Cavs, Stanley Cup matchup, that'd be nuts. Yeah, I mean, the Avs are just on a tear right now. Once someone do something at Survivor that was nearly as stupid as Chris Blunston? Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to, but I'm always game. Always game. Enlighten me. 1 at the top, motions to the bottom is St. Brown. 2 at the bottom now. I have a feed family. It's going to be a fun one. Second down. Handoff here once again. Montgomery. He'll get the first. At the 45. 40 stood up by Osa. Sunday, 45 years since the Niners Saints comeback. One of the greatest comebacks in NFL history. Was it 35-7 in that one? Yeah, 35-7. Yeah, the Saints only had 1 win that year. They beat the Jets the previous week, if I'm not mistaken. Avs Cavs, yeah. Avs Caps. But, right, they beat the Jets the previous week, I believe. And then they played this... I forget if it was the Jets for... I think it was... No, the Jets were after. I forget if the Jets were after or before the Niners game. When they got the 1 win. But yeah, that was where we knew, oh, Montana's going to be good. Flag flies immediately. Goff play action. He'll just chuck it into the dirt in the direction of St. Brown. Flag on the play. Flew immediately. I mean, I think that game showed people the Niners could be very good in 81. And sure enough, they were. They were quite good in 81, actually. Illegal formation. And Met is so close together, only 7 points earlier from the basement. That's insane. Ravs finally lost second game of regulation today. Speaking of hockey, we'll be live for the Stars-Jets game on Tuesday night. Jets were after the Niners game. So they bounced back from that collapse and won. Wow. Right, same year they did the paper bags. Yep. And they drafted Rodgers with the first pick, which was not a bad pick. He was a good player. The only problem was that there was a guy that went after him by the name of Lawrence Taylor. Might have been a little bit better. Goff hit as he throws to the far sideline, caught by Williams, who's taken down the 47-yard line by Bell. 2nd and 2. Ref has to break some stuff up. Jets uniform. I have to see it on the field. I know I'm crazy with the logo with the sewer. I'm not crazy about that. Like, yeah, let's make a uniform with the Jets and a field that honors the sewers. Like they're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, wow, Michael. I've seen that happen in Big Brother. I've seen that happen where someone won power veto and didn't take themselves off the block and just got evicted. 2nd 2. Yeah, they knew they were garbage that year. Yep. I did a video on that a while ago. Man, that one in law school. I was literally working on that video. I think I hit publish on that one in law school. I literally wrote the script to that in between classes in law school during the pandemic. Handoff gain of 3 for Montgomery. That's a first down. That should take us down to the end of the quarter. I will assume it will. So I'll just change everything right now. All right. We go to the 4th. Sanitation Appreciation Night. Better than Giants night where they get free medium soda. NHL playoff game? Yes, a long time ago. I went to a Canes Devils game. 45 years Monday since John Lennon assassination. Patriots, Dolphins, Monday Night Football. Yeah. 16 lines in prime time. I don't blame you as a Viking fan. I don't blame you. I mean, at least it's better than... At least they're good. At least it's not like the Giants on prime time. A veto nullifier? They sort of have that. There's some power-ups that they have that. TMNT should have been alligators instead of turtles because Urban Miller just about alligators in the sewers. That'd be interesting. How's it going, Miles? Appreciate it, man. I mean, the sewers. The Jets rivalry field. It looks like a sewer. It legit looks like a sewer. Hang on. I'm trying to get a photo of the field so I can show you guys. Here we go. We drag the photo here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Alligators. Those are all off the tongue as well. Hey, a D-Lo jersey. Oh, that's a good one. Really? Meat and Pepsi. Yep. Like, why? Why is the midfield logo a sewer? Why? Team may score a touchdown first possession of OT. Can team be kick a field goal and try an onside kick? Nope. Can't do that. Most of challenge here. I appreciate that a ton, Miles. I appreciate that. It's crazy. Like, a lot of people, like, they're on stream, like, this is the number one challenge. It's crazy. I appreciate that a ton. It just feels so surreal to me that a lot of people have me at number 1. Yes, some fans boycott. I don't blame them. Yeah, it's literally a sewer. What the hell is the Jets field? Yeah, it's their rivalry field. This is the rivals thing that they're doing. And it's the Jets' turn to have a rivals game. So this is the field they're going with. End zones aren't bad. The end zones look kind of cool. I will give them that. The end zones I can vibe with. Jets sewer, I don't see the difference. I can vibe with the end zones to some extent. I don't think it's terrible. Just a steel pattern. It's the midfield logo. Leave it up for both teams. Yes. Yes. No one on the right thinks that field design is a good idea. Yep. Apparently the NFL does, though. Best U3 national of 100K. I appreciate that a ton. Hopefully we get there at some point. Gotta get 70K first, but hopefully we get there at some point. Yeah, but that's the field for the Jets on Sunday. The end zones are fine. It's the midfield logo. What am I looking at? That's the Jets field on... Yeah, it's Truth in Advertising. That's the Jets field on Sunday. How much Bears Dolphins feeling you from that one? Well, you're going to find out on Sunday when they play on it. Yeah, the end zones are cool. But the midfield logo with the sewer is... Yeah. That's their actual field. Play action. Screen, but flag on the play. The 45-yard line. Yeah, it looks like a lot of paintwork to do that. Yep. For the snap, false start. 3rd time today on their home field getting called for a false start. Jeez. Can't have that happen. Just can't have that happen. LSU at 79 points. But yeah, I don't think we can get it. 21 the next 6. I don't think we're going to do it. Having his that green shirt wings, very, very fitting. So 1st and 15. A relatively weak rivalry. I mean, back in the day it was pretty intense. Nowadays it's pretty weak, but it was pretty intense back in the day. 80s and 90s, it was very intense. And early 2000s, very intense. But, I mean, both teams have not been great in a while, so... What's happens with the rivalries? They're going to send 5. Goff stepping up, checks it down. Montgomery, there was a flag on the play. Montgomery down to the 37. Gain of 13 before he's taken down by Logan Wilson. Will it stand? They have a decision here, 2nd and 2 or 1st and 10. If it is on the Cowboys. It's a 5-yard penalty. Offside. I would decline this. Personally, I'm declining. 1st and 10 versus 2nd and 2. Yeah, they're going to decline it. Montgomery gets 13. Yeah, 86 Dolphin Jets. That was an epic one. Yep. 87 during the strike. That was epic. 91 week 17. All-time classic. A winning in, losing or out. I mean, that was an all-time classic. Monday Night Miracle. 82 AFC Championship. That definitely increased attentions. Both games in 81. The crazy win at Shea. And then the overtime tie in Miami. I mean, there were some good games back then. Play games in Dubai. Well, college basketball's going to start doing that. Montgomery up the middle. First down, jukes inside to the 30 and brought down at the 28. Feeding him on this drive a lot. Gain of 9 and a first. Yeah, I don't think they should do that just yet, but college basketball is going to do a tournament next year. Yeah, big spike game. Yep, 94. I mean, there have been a lot of good games between those teams. Right, LSU, I don't think they're getting 100. Just a nice juke move there. Gets by Overshown. Jets Alvin's last year was a good game with OT. Because I think what would really fuel the rivalry, too, besides the AFC Championship and Todd and all that, was also when they drafted Marino. O'Brien was a good quarterback, but he wasn't Marino. That's the problem. O'Brien was a darn good quarterback. They're going to send 4. Goff, deep shot, down the field. Tesla drags the feet, but he's out of bounds. Are they going to go to bite? Money. There's a flag on the play, though. And they'll play in Saudi Arabia or avoid the amount of controversy. I think they'll play at some point. Ratledge. Another penalty on him. He gets called for holding. Back up to the 38. The Jets Sets win was in Miami. Yes, it was. Save for store behind the NFL. Ooh. It's either college football or baseball. Yeah, that's an easy call. Wrapped him around the neck. Fowler. He'll come back for all night away. Yep. I don't know. I like the D-backs more than any college football team, but I like college football as a sport better, if that makes sense. I would probably say college football is my second favorite. I wouldn't be doing these streams if I didn't love college football. Because obviously I'm on for like 15 hours every Saturday. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. 1st and 20. Handoff here. Gibbs slips at the 40-yard line before he's taken down. Touchdown by the foot by Donovan. Will the NFL ever play in Russia? Was for geopolitical reasons. I mean, NFL Europe was not there. Probably say no. Probably no. Cat of 15 years. Oh, that's awful. Sorry to hear that, man. It always sucks when you lose a pet. Yeah, playoffs just broken. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. DeMarcus Ware prevent the Saints from going undefeated by suffering a neck injury, forced 2 sack fumbles. I don't remember that specifically, but I still remember the Saints lose on the final 3 games of the season. St. Brown the out route to the far sideline. That's caught. Gain of about 8. 3rd and 14. Jets only made the Dolphins 0 times the last decade. You know, it's funny. I could have swore the Jets won last year against the Dolphins. Wasn't Jaguar D-back 9 then? So this has been my name for a while on a bunch of different platforms. So that's why. One of the top 3 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. Screen pass to Williams on the near side. Gets a block 30. Jukes outside. Thrown down the 28-yard line by Overshown. And now you send Bates out for the field goal. Now there's no debate. And also, at the time I made the channel, I was not a D-backs fan at the time. Moved out here to Arizona to become a D-backs fan. But it's just always been, I mean, that's been my alias for years. I'm talking like when I was a kid, like elementary school, middle school. So it just stuck with me. It's my Reddit name for a while. And then decided to move over here. Argentina, I think the next 2 years. Japan, Italy within the next 5 years. 46-yard driver Bates. Last one got blocked. This one will not get blocked. This one actually splits the uprights. And it's a 2-score game again. Bates, redemption from that last one. 30-19 your score. 11.5 to go. Here in Motown. College football, basketball, I mean, those are good sports. I don't hate that at all. Yeah, so that's why I wasn't. Most streamed song was House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter. I'll show you my top 100. The lines are not dead, no. I'll show you my top 100. Hang on. Where is it? How do I get back to it? How do I get to my top 100? How do I get to my homepage on Spotify? How the heck do I get back to my homepage? Profile? No. How the... Hang on. Home. Here we go. My top songs. I can show you. It is a bizarro list. Most of Charles, I don't know. I haven't checked my rap yet. I haven't checked it. Here's my top 100 this year. Rhea and Weep. There are going to be some weird ones on here. I don't know how much you can see of this. All right. Here we go. Top 100. House Tour, Sugar Talkin', Forever, Golden, King of Wishful Thinking, Another Day in Paradise. This song from the 80s, 1980. We're Meant to Be Lovers. Romeo by Dino. Crazy. Joey by Concrete Blonde. Enjoy the Silence. You probably tell it was on a 1990 kick all year. Nobody's Son, Man Child, Let Me to Heaven. Nothing to Hype at Poco. Great underrated song. What teams play game in Italy? I don't know who's got the rights in Italy. Oh, yeah, I'm huge on Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, I saw her live last year. She's incredible. Golden, yep. When You Get Hot, Tears by Man Willpower. Here and Now, Lovely You Back, Someone Have on the Way to Heaven. Greens from Your Hometown, Do You Remember? Appreciate that, Ross. Rome, All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You. Little Genie, House of Pain, Never Getting Laid, All I Can Take. Man, this song sounds like Michael Jackson. How Much to Live Without You, Wish Would Rain Down. New York, New York, Loved You Better. Kiss the Girl, Ashley Tisdale version. I was at Disney. Setting On My Love. Almost Woke Up Again Last Night. Backwards. Teenage Dirtbag, classic. We Can't Go Wrong, Tell Me Why. Those are my top 40. So. Yeah, that was the, yeah, literally. I love that scene in Family Guy. That was the entire 90s. And this I listen to a playlist while I edit, and it's like the top 40 songs on a given week in 1980 and top 40 in 1990. And I've just been like loving it. So that's my list. Kickoff here, fielded. So the 25 and Turpin spins down to the 29. We got John's with a 5. I appreciate you, man. How to become a Florida fan. So this one's actually not as complicated. This one is... I'll put it this way with Florida. An entire Spotify rap now will get copyright claim. Yeah. Yeah, I want him in their top 5 and like with all the videos watch. I appreciate that a ton. It means a lot to me. You have the Ultimate Love Song Selection ad? Oh, yeah. I remember those ads. Great songs, though. So I become a Florida fan. I'll say after this play, Prescott the 30-yard line. First down here. Fullback goes in motion. Prescott play action. Clean pocket. Steps up. Pump fakes. Now he's going to take off and run to the 35, and Prescott will jog out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 4 set by Branch. All good to see you, man. Appreciate you, man. So how I became a fan. It's crazy, too, that Poco, Nothing to Hide, was only charted at number 39. I'm like, that song's a banger. Back Where My Ghosts, I don't think I've heard that one. Rank the 90s music by year. Oh, I got to think about that one. But Florida football fan. So I started watching college football around 2006. Around 05, 06. I grew up on Long Island. We don't really have a team on Long Island. We don't have a team. Handoff here up the middle. Williams to the 45-50. Breaks a tackle down the sideline to the 47. Me, Tree, Grossi, and then most aviation channels. I love that. I appreciate that a ton, man. Always feel so honored when that happens. But basically, I was watching college football. I had no team to root for. Like, my parents went to schools that didn't have college football at the D1 level. The closest team to me disbanded. Like, they don't have football anymore. High Point D-backs? D-backs at this point. D-backs. That's close. I'd probably see D-backs, though. And then, right, they have the Islanders. Yeah, they do have the Islanders. But, like, the closest team is UConn. They're in a different state. And then it's Rutgers. Slam pass here, Flournoy at the 42, gain of 5. So the 2 closest teams to me were, not counting Army, were Rutgers and UConn. And those games weren't really televised either. So I saw SEC on CBS a lot. That was like the game we got. And Florida was on there a lot. And I just loved watching Tim Tebow play. If the ICs, that'd be great. I just love watching Tim Tebow. One at the top, one at the bottom. I formation, 5-step drop, Prescott. Looking down the near sideline, caught Flournoy, end zone. Brand new bowl game. Touchdown, Dallas. And now they'll go for 2. Right, St. John's doing basketball, yeah. When I look at New York teams, and I'll rank the years. I think 99 was great. I love 90 and 91. 92 is a classic. Probably 92, honestly. 92, 90, 91, 99, 93, 98, 94, 95, 96, 97. 97 was the worst, I think. Was number 3 on my list? I love that. They'll go for 2. More exciting than their playoff matchup last year. It was a 5-0 score. Yep. Or in 1970. And then why I like a New York sports teams. I knew I never wanted to be in New York. I knew I never wanted to be like a New York fan of anything. Hang on, 2-point try. Prescott. They'll send 4. You'll have time. Buying time. End zone. Open. Ferguson. 3-point game. Cowboys are right back in this thing. It was a 3-score game at one point. Down to 3. Flournoy on the fly route. He gets his 3rd of the season. Then Ferguson gets by Anzalone on the 2-point try. 30-27. Yeah, like the mid-90s, like 95 to 97 were not great. 98 got good at the end. But yeah, why I wasn't a fan of a New York team? I just never wanted to be a fan of a New York team. I knew I wanted to get out of New York immediately. I'll go to 91. Yep. I knew I wanted to get out of New York immediately. LSU back keeps alive. Wow. Do you want to see G-Backs and Sons? No, I do. I'll stream those games. Jags are on a different tier. Jaguars are a whole different level. Napier, JMU. I think it's a solid move. Look, he was definitely. Need to one in safety graphic? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Definitely good at Louisiana. I think it's a good group of 5 coach. We'll see. Change the culture too. Hey, when Natalie Merchant, when 10,000 Maniacs were starting out, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Tebow's a person. You gotta respect Tebow as a person. Yeah, like Jags are a different level. I'll do high point games, so I'll do backs games. It's not an issue. Not an issue at all. Jaguars are a different beast. Dak is dark horse for MVP? Yeah. He's top 3. He's definitely top 3 for MVP. Yeah, a lot of good elements straight pay. So only 2 titles at Burger King. Yep, they do. Yep, they have a deal with Burger King. Wait, Al on the phone to say that. Yep. I love Mike Francesa. I love that show growing up. I listen to that all the time growing up. You down score 18 less 21. They're in a good spot. Only down by 3. Yeah, I can link my playlist, though. I can link my Wrapped. If you do want to hear the songs I've been jamming to. My top 100. In order to go to New York City, it's not for everyone. I will say New York City, very crowded, very cold. Fly along, watch the Jaguars game. It depends on the game. Like, this past game against the Titans is kind of a nothing burger, but most of the time, yeah, it's crazy. Suns road game if they were in the playoffs? Yes, I would. Easily. That would not be an issue. So I never promote Wendy's one time. Did I know that? Yeah, Mike and Mad Dog, great show. But yeah, that's my Spotify playlist. That's my top 100. So weird mix on there. Pretty much songs from 1980, 1990, today. A few songs from 95. And a few from 2000. Kickoff for the 20, 25, cuts up field. Kennedy to the 30, 35, Kennedy down to the 40. Another good return by Kennedy today. Late took a streak over. Oh boy. The prank calls on Francisco are great. The Kansas City model, the horse from Schenectady. I love it. Come back on the way. I did say I have the Cowboys win this one. Yeah, great songs, JP. Yep. Tell you, I listened to some bangers. My listening age, I think it was 55. I was at 55. It was a mix of 80, 90, 2000, and today. Not sound like the radio, but that's pretty much what it was. And 95. Some 85, but the problem with 85 is that like you hear like all the hits from 85 you hear on 80s channels already, like on the radio, so like you don't really get to rediscover them. Hey, up here to Gibbs, listening age is 60. Yeah, most people got ages way older than what they are. Yeah, Kick Summer Heart's a great one. I think that's Molly Crew's best song, easily. 72 on your listening age. Well, Kendrick, Tyler, The Career of the Weekend, and your listening age was 72? How? Oh yeah, I love it with the picnic. And then they actually did it. I love that. The opening 30 seconds is great of that song. How on earth do you have Kendrick, Tyler, the Creator, MF Doom on the weekend, and your listening age is 72? They didn't want it? Oh, man. One at the top, two at the bottom. Listening age? Yeah, songs you listen to. Yeah, they average it out. Like, what are your tastes like? Hand up here to Gibbs, down to the 45, 3rd and 5. Want to start this game? They could. 94, man. That's the highest I've seen. I might have to, make a fake account and rig it next year and just do 1800s music and just see what it says. Just, old Civil War hymns. I'm about to do that. Like Judy Garland. Just Bing Crosby. Civil War hymns. I should just do that and just see what happens next year. Tal Jones and Zach Bryan. Good country artist. You're going to send 4. Goff. Crosser. Williams. 40. 35. 30. Flag on the plays. Brought down to 25. My Blood Valentine. I've heard of that. I've never actually listened to them, but got a home and home between Michigan State. Ooh. When Johnny comes watching home, yep. Last 70s rock and metal there, that makes sense. Yeah, Ozzy dying, yeah. I did listen to Mama Coming Home a lot. Mom Coming Home I listen to a lot. Again, there's a flag on the play. As it stands, getting at 25 and a first down. You're listening age is more than my real age. Yep, me too. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Yep, that's the right call. Hit him high. Grabbed inside the collar after he released the ball. Add 15 onto that. Some Paul Whiteman on there, too. The DoorDash driver who tried to get the name of somebody getting Yelp Rally's employee because he wasn't talking with... Oh, that's awful. Bing Crosby, Christmas music today. Great artist in terms of the vocals. And White Christmas is a classic. And they're in the red zone. I get sports, yep. You could get 7 points, yeah. Surprised with that. And now you're in the red zone here if you're the Lions. No, Zach Bryan is kind of off the rails a little bit as of late. I took him at number 2. That's a good one. Home Sweet Home's a good one. I think Kickstart My Heart's our favorite. And give it up the middle. Gibbs. Juke move inside to the 10. He's brought down the 9-yard line. Gain of 4. Kenneth Murray on the stop. Taylor get arrested, yeah. Calling out Fistman Google reviews as he should. 100%. Yeah, he doesn't deserve that. Want to heck of a game? Yeah, this is a pretty good one so far. Very good one so far. There's no place for that, Michael. Absolutely. 2nd down. 7.5 to go. I'm thinking for Campbell, 4 down territory. Unless you're really pinned back. Let's make it a 2-score game. Gibbs. Of the middle to the 5. No need for that debate because he's in the end zone. I don't know if you guys can hear. I heard screams as soon as that happened. Oh, man. Lawyer's ready. Yep, a lot of sprint on that one. I was jamming that album. Only listened to the cart? That's fair. I don't know if you guys can hear on the, I heard, people outside. I don't know who's, if someone's watching on the balcony down below me. But I heard someone woo, yeah, Gibbs. As soon as he scored. Yep. And he's in. Spotify or Apple Music? I mean, Apple Music wasn't a thing. When I started listening to Spotify in, 2011? I think it was 9th grade, 10th grade. Lines to the house. Oh, there's probably some down below me, huh? I heard some. Watch on the balcony. Do you do a Jason Garrett impression? Yep. But I don't know when Apple Music started. But I started listening to Spotify, I think 2011. Or 2012. It started 2011 and 2012. Love my neighbors, yep. I don't know where they are, because obviously I have no numbers next to me, because it's a staircase. Extra point is good, 37-27. So Le'Veon Patience. Though that was him. All right, 10-point game again. But yeah, someone has a fancier prop. It could be that. Going chapter games. I don't even know where they're coming from. I honestly have no clue where they even are. I'm going down to the bar for this is done also. But yeah. Why people like it? Spotify? I think just the interface is good. I like it. I think part of the thing with Spotify, Apple Music wasn't a thing when I first started streaming music back in September 2012. Someone Sarah watching on their phone, baby. That was me yelling about the touching for a helmet closet. Yes, it was. Ooh, yep, you're right next to me. The Cowboys gonna need some emergency on this drive. Yep. 7.5 to go. Gotta do some emergency. Yeah, Sabrina was awesome in concert. Yeah, I want to see her again so badly. You know, I'm not crazy with the Lions, but... Right, that started 2015. Yeah, and by that point, I was so into Spotify. Like, it's hard to get someone to change when it's so good. I mean, the thing with Spotify, I started listening September 2012. And it was like, okay, I'm set. That music came out, and I'm like, I'm going to just stay with Spotify. Like, there's no reason not to. In my mind. 27 playoff game? I think a Packers-Niners game ended at one point. Spotify and SoundCloud. I haven't done SoundCloud in forever. Oh, man, it's been years since I did SoundCloud. And when he goes on strike, I do, yes. I think we'll have a lockout. What was Ellie early Western City this leg? Yeah, I don't know. I think it was probably the only one she could book multiple nights for in a row. Like, she probably didn't want to travel. She probably just wanted to do, like, a week at a city, which I get. Like, you already did the tour. You don't need to go to these cities necessarily on the same tour again. Best Sound Police to my favorite YouTube vid? Ooh. That's probably why. Yeah, Pandora and that album used for going back to YouTube. Tidal. Remember Tidal? That was a weird one. What is it on Spotify? It's because there are a few audios. They're only on YouTube. Is Tidal even still around? Yeah, I think we're going to have another work stoppage, though. There's so much of a gap right now in terms of what the owners want for the players. Like, is Tidal even a thing? Vegas? You could have done Vegas. Kickoff. Field at the 7-yard line. The 15. How's it going, Davey? Appreciate tuning in. To the 30. Turpin up the middle to the 34-yard line. Didn't Vegas first like either. That is bizarre. J.J. McCarthy score 9-9. I'm not sure what the issue is there, yeah. Some triggers like Barry or Moss. He's a good player. 27? Yeah, 27. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like a lengthy one. I think it'll be by Memorial Day. Who's got the ball? Cowboys have it. I have the scoreboard on here. I have the scoreboard on and the possession indicator. Blackhawks Kings. We have an injury timeout, so we'll go to a break with 7:12 to go. If you like what you see, the like button, subscribe. Mark Connick, get your song Don't Owe Me for errors from coming out for Sabrina. I would say Don't Owe Me. Just with the clock. Fourth or third could happen. And the Bears fish, I can see the line to go into the rest of the way. I can see that too. That one shocked me. Probably 0% somewhere on that one. In worst case, you use guys in the minor leagues, and right now it's all men in the minor leagues. Over expansion realignment, that'd be nice. Definitely want expansion to come. If you like what Steve Oaks said, let me subscribe. Are you to cover that? I don't think she has. But Annabelle, yes, they do. Yes. Well, the MH Storm Bats team, that's iconic. Yes, it is. College Warrior alignment, we've already got a lot of those. Pro Rel, never going to happen. Problem with Pro Rel is that you have these recruits that come, and then it would just be a mess if you go to a school and then they're not in the same conference that they were supposed to be in before. Hang on, my phone's not charging. Hang on, I thought my phone was charging. I don't know why it's not. Let's try that again. All right, first down here. Prescott scrambles out. He's sacked at the 23-yard line. Is the new one any good? It's way better than the last one. I think it's great. Sack there, loss of 10, trying to flush outside. I think the new album is one of my favorite albums ever. Prescott throwing down Hutchinson, forces him out, and then cleaning him up is Muhammad. His second of the night. Second down. Why would two move right? I'm 100% on board. Play action. They'll send 4. Prescott stepping up. Hit as he throws. Middle of the field. Caught. Wasn't touchdown. Flournoy gets up and brought down to 45. That's a first down. Gain of 22. Sabrina went to Grand Ole Opry. I did not see that. Slam pass. Caught. Pickens to the 48-yard line. Got the inside leverage there on DJ Reed and goes down. Yep, they're going quick. Don't worry, they're going quick. Mel bats and majors are amateur wood bats. Mel bats and majors will kill the sport. People would die. People will legit die with metal bats in the majors. 2nd and 2, hand off in the middle. Williams gets the first of the 45, down to the 43. Now you're in field goal range. Gain of 5. Yeah, metal bats in the majors would kill people. Half the pitchers would die. MLB winless season or NBA winless season? Easily NBA. 0-82 versus 0-162? Easily. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Back to his right. Prescott. Fake the toss. They'll send 4. Hit. Somehow escapes Hutchinson for the moment and then brought down for a gain of 1. How so? With metal bats? You know how hard a ball comes off a metal bat? These balls are coming off the bat at 110 miles an hour on a wooden bat. Comebackers up the middle coming off exit velocity about 110. Now imagine a metal bat. They'd be dead. They're going to send 5. Prescott hits, he throws middle of the field. Caught. The 30-yard line. Schumacher is first of the day. Yeah, 600-foot home run to the Derby, yes. Right, they're heavier than metal. That does not surprise me at all. No, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'll go quick to the line. To the top, 1 bomb. Back to his left. Prescott. They'll hand it off. I don't agree with the handoff there. I don't want to be handed off in short yard situations. Winless NHL NBA be more likely? Yes. Than MLB? Easily. I don't agree with the handoff there. I don't agree with running if it's not a short yard spot. But they go quick to the line. They're going to send 5. And incomplete. Anzalone on the coverage. Schumacher, the intended target on the out route. 3rd down. Why they're running? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you why they're running. I got to hop off over to the bar after this. So, no OT tonight. So, as soon as this game is done, we'll hop off. But tomorrow we'll be live for OT after the game. We'll do the Tulane, North Texas game. And we're going to be live for the, what are we going to be live for tomorrow as well? Overtime at 5 o'clock Eastern. Maybe World Cup draw as well. I'll let you know. That'll be 12 p.m. They'll send 5. Prescott. Slam pass. Caught. First down at the 20. And down to the 18 goes Flournoy. He's having a good game today. Game at 10. In the red zone here. Trying to make this a 1-score game. Flournoy's up to over 100 yards. They're going to send 4. Fires comeback route. Pickens out of bounds at the 11. Pushed out by Reed on the near side. Gain of 7. The American Championship. Yep. We're using soda for a reason. Yep. OT on Thursday? Yes, I do. Yep. Yeah, we did OT beforehand. That's why. Can they have 4 people's arrive to get a favorable draw? Fingers crossed. Yeah, so no OT tomorrow or tonight. We'll do OT tomorrow after the game, and we'll do it beforehand at 5 o'clock Eastern time. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Now 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Prescott. They're going to send 5 off his back foot. Thrown out of bounds, incomplete. Dallas Detroit have good offenses. I watched the Vikings, so I get a completely different sport. I felt the way with the Jaguars for years. I really did. Yeah, it's a good song, Eli. Third down. You wonder here if it's 4-down territory. Obviously, 4th and 10, you're kicking. But are you treating this like you have 2 plays to get 3 yards? I don't know. I don't know on this. Empty backfield here. Timeout called by Detroit. They'll have 2 left. With 3:50 to go. I'll put a poll up. Let's say this play gets no gain. What do you do? I'll put a poll up. I get both sides. To the top, to the bottom. Prescott, they'll send 5. End zone, PI. So now it's a moot point. Ferguson. And Branch is down. He's in some pain. They'll get PI on the Lions. Branch. He is in some pain back in the end zone. Off the hands of Ferguson, but someone tells me this one is going against the Lions. Let's see this. Ferguson was the intended target. I didn't see much there. I did not see much. That's what I think it is. Okay, that angle, okay. On that angle, I see Enzalone. I see Enzalone on that one, actually. Yeah, 150 yards. I did not see that coming. Pass interference, yeah, okay. On the set. Offense! Oh, I think it's a mistake for Detroit. Offensive pass interference. Wow. So. Oh, this is a mistake. It's a mistake by Detroit. 4th and 3 versus 3rd and 13. No. I didn't see much of anything there for OPI. I didn't see much of anything. McGuffrey was 21. Man, I didn't see much of anything. But, man. At the left hand, I did not see much. I'll see if they kick the field goal. We'll see if they kick the field goal. They're going to kick, so it's not going to matter. Okay, they do kick. Okay, they're going to send Aubrey out there. So they will kick the field goal. So it actually does not... Okay, it does not matter. Yeah, that's a weak call for OPI. Right, but it actually does not matter. They're going to kick the field goal. Damn, obviously, yep. Although they're going to kick the field goal. They're going to kick the field goal. So, ends up not costing them. I have a feeling they might consider going for it, but... Don't think it's too bad of a decision if someone kick. Well, I didn't think they were going to kick. That was the thing. I didn't know if they were going to let him kick or not. Because 4th and 3 are this close. You need 3 yards to keep the drive alive. Why are they allowed mailbacks and majors don't? Because in NCAA, they're not throwing 100 miles an hour. Also, the hitters are not as good. So they're going to kick the field goal, yeah. Maybe use more clock. That's also true. They can go either way. That one could go either way. The fact they're kicking it, I'm okay with this. I was worried they were going to go for it. So Lions will get it back up by 7, you figure, unless something crazy happens here. Cowboys have all their timeouts. You don't have to onside kick. Climb penalty on decision? No. Want to climb the OPI? Field goal, Aubrey, I mean, he's made 3 kicks from 55 yards today. I mean, that's like a 2-yard field goal by his standards. The jump from baseball in college, MLB is very large. Yep, that's why. All right, kicking is that another drive only gives you the tie. Yep. You can win in regulation and go for it. I mean, you could go for 2. I mean, to be fair, you can go for 2. You don't necessarily need to tie. Yeah. Bears, Penn State, PSU, Pennsylvania State, the Nittany Lions, a team from State College. There you go. Yeah, I guess the logic was they thought they were going to kick the field goal. I thought they were considering going for it. I thought the Cowboys were going to go for it on 4th and 3. Especially because now Branch is out. It's a banged up secondary as it is. I thought they were going to go for it. That's why I was like, I don't agree with declining the penalty, make it 4th and 3. I don't agree with that at all. But they ended up kicking the field goal, so I'm tired. So that's why you declined it. If you figure they're taking the 3, you decline the penalty, because there's no difference in 10 yards. I'll put a hold, though. Because here's how I look at it, too. Here's how I look at it. Aubrey's got a cannon of a leg. Some decisions? No. Aubrey's got a cannon of a leg. You look at a guy like Aubrey. Give me a second here. Give me a second. No, I saw. Yeah, we saw that earlier, Nick. We saw that earlier. We saw that one earlier. But the live stream the World Cup draw. I might. I'm not sure yet. In fact, it's only 2 hours. I might do it. But here's how I look at it. Aubrey's got a cannon of a leg. You need 3 yards to get a touchdown. You need 3 yards. You keep the drive alive. You get a touchdown on the drive. Make it a 3-point game. And then if you get a stop on defense, all you need to do is get to the 50. Versus now, you need to get a stop and go the entire length of the field. So it's 3 yards and then about 8 more. Get a stop, reach the 50. Versus kick it now, get a stop, drive 75 yards down the field. I know which one I'm taking. Not a dumb decision. Less than we got a 12-team playoff draw journey? Yes, it would be. Absolutely, it would be. It would still be big, but it wouldn't be as well known. So personally, I'm going for that stop, but not a dumb decision. I'm personally going for it. Get 3. I think you need about 7 or 8 yards. Get a stop, get to the 50, you tie the game. Versus now, you need to do some stuff. Kickoff field at the 7-yard line, taken to the 25-30 Kenny, 35-40 on the far sideline, to the 45 and out of bounds to the 47-yard line. Kenny, some nice returns here. Lions have it near midfield. And even if you don't get anything on this drive, if you're Detroit, if you don't get anything on this one, you'll be able to pin them deep. With that return, you're going to pin them inside the 10-yard line. Unless you turn the ball over here, worst case scenario, you're pinning them inside the 10-yard line. They go 90 yards down the field. They got to go 90. Championship week, I'm very excited. I'm more starting there than OT. I'm with you. No, not good special teams coverage rate. No, it's not been. 40 through 30 could be scoring on me. Could be. Cowboys have other timeouts. You wonder when they start taking them. Personally, I'm taking them immediately. Ball to 49. But we'll see how they do it. Gibbs, up the middle. That's a gain of 1. And Shoddy will not take the timeout yet. This branch is getting carted off. 2nd and 9. Again, with how aggressive Campbell is, you don't know if he's going to go for it if it's 4th down or not. Personally, I pin him deep. But if it's 4th and 2, 4th and 1, then I go. But anything beyond that, I'm pinning him deep. Put him inside the 10. Make him go 90 yards down the field. I'm not taking it yet. I'm okay with this for now. I'm okay with it for now. You got to take it after 2nd down. You got to take it after 2nd. So I figure they'll throw on 3rd. Well, they're going to throw on 2nd. Goff, middle of the field. Open, caught, 35-30. St. Brown to the 25. Stay in bounds. He will go out of bounds. No, you can't do that, St. Brown. No, he's got to be smarter than that. Oh, that's a mistake. St. Brown, huge gain to the 12, but he's got to know. You don't need the extra 2 yards. Just go down in bounds. Revel, force him out. That's a free timeout for the Cowboys. But now it's looking over. Now it's looking very much over for the Cowboys. Because now you're going to make it a 2-score game unless you miss the kick or you turn the ball over. St. Brown's got to know in that spot. You got to just slot. No, clock's not running. Cowboys are challenging. Appreciate Tune Badger on that one. Well, they challenge. Wait. Okay, they're challenging whether it was out of bounds or not. Okay, wait. The clock? Did they run the clock? Okay, well, the foot was out, was the knee out at the same time. Wait, did they say the clock was running? Games of the season? It's been a pretty good one. I mean, this is a smart challenge. I guess the referee overruled and so the clock is running. All right. Clock was right. Okay. I mean, that's a smart challenge. It's a very smart challenge. You might as well use them. Either he's out of bounds and you get a free timeout. You got to stop the clock anyways. Either it's a free timeout for you by challenging the play, and it works. If it doesn't work, you're going to take the timeout anyways. So, yeah, you're going to use it either way. Nope, not a decision. Nope, that's the right call. I didn't realize the referee overturned the thing. If you're more high position in my department, it's another property. Oh, wow. Okay, so, again, I'm watching without any audio. The referee initially said he was out of bounds. Effectively limited with loss tonight. It's going to be very tough. Okay, so timeout call by the Cowboys after all that. They have to take it either way. They got to take the 2 now and 1 before and then wind down to the 2-minute warning. And now Shotty's got to take timeout after this play. Gibbs bounced outside. 10-5. Gibbs will walk in. Gibbs will waltz into the end zone. He does it again. $43-30. For those wondering, that is not a spot where I say go down. That is not a go down spot. Cowboys hit 2 timeouts from the 2-minute warning. That's not a go down spot. That's a great... That you score on that one. But Gibbs in again. Tyler record for most touchdowns in a player's first 3 seasons with Barry Sanders. Yeah, division should be red for the Eagles at this point. Bates on the extra point. And this one is good. Show the graphic again. I don't care. 44-30. All right, here's what we're going to do. Cowboys score on this drive. We'll stay on. If not, we'll hop off. Lions get the ball back at any point. We'll hop off. But a great block in the second low by Tristan Colon. 44-30. And again, if the Lions get the ball back and it remains 44-30, we will we'll hop off. If not, we'll stay on, obviously. Take it till the end of this game unless, you know, the Lions get the ball back and it's a 2-score game. So at that point, it'd be over. 44-30. Lions very much alive. The streak of not losing 2 in a row looks like it's going to continue. 44-36. Oh, that could happen because they go for 2 after it. Late answer crockpot? In the morning? I don't know about that. A lot of points on this one. Okay, I'll fill the 5-yard line. Taken out. 20. Turpin, 25. Cuts upfield to the 30. Trying to bounce outside. And jacked up at the 31-yard line with 2:12. On Salson's kickoff return. Not quite. Gibbs is great. He should have his own origin series on CBS. Yes. So Coach Challenge go to make the decision. No, it's the right call. Because you have to burn the timeout either way. The challenge is kind of irrelevant after 2 minutes. You might as well take it. You have nothing to lose. Prescott, they're going to send 3. Deep shot. Has a step. Pickens, but can't track the ball. Incomplete. 2:04. Pickens got behind him. You know, the challenge was the right decision. Because the challenge, look, you have to take timeout either way. If you challenge and you get it right, you save a timeout. If you don't get it right, you're taking a timeout you were going to take anyways. Reaction, that was hilarious. God. That's what happens on Thursday when both teams get a full week off. Pretty much. Yeah, we got a good game like this. They're going to send 4. Prescott, middle of the field, dropped. Off the hands of Mingo. His first target of the day. Third down. Got to catch that. We will go to the 2-minute warning. Obviously, 4-down territory. If they don't score here, I'm going to sign off and try to get as many karaoke songs in as possible. Going to be tough. Do you see what he said? I say he called him woman. I did see that. Pickens, no. Tonight's been a rough one. Obviously, the dropped pass led to the interception. That's been the difference. So, Pleviston probably need Niners Packers to fall off, but at least give us some a chance. Or the Bears to fall off. So, the morning, what are you cooking the crock pot in the morning woman? That's great. All right, Packers give Loki Swing has. Yeah, that's the issue. Cowboys won less to get a worse strap pick. Yep. Where does Giannis go? I think Miami. At some point, Miami. Gotcha. Cowboys 34 Lester said like, yep. Didn't work out. Mingo has been a disappointment his entire career. No matter where he's been. Your Rams winning out would help. Celtic Clark came your way. Yep, I had a feeling. Now the Rams start Super Bowl. We want that? No. Netflix buying Warner Brothers? Better than the alternative. Score holds 21st century score comedy. One the top, three at the bottom. Back to his right. They'll send 5. Off his back foot. Incomplete. Ferguson the target. All right, comes down to this. Get the first down. Yeah, Williams was good tonight. Yep. Which should I said the night before. Yep. No, not at all, Michael. No, not at all. Get the first down. Game's still going. If not, it's ball game because the line's starting plus territory. CP3. He might be done. He might be done. 4th down. Don't get it. It's ball game. 1 at the top. 3 at the bottom. Back to his left. Here we go. Prescott. They're going to send 5. Pressured immediately. Hit as he throws middle of the field. It is caught. Flournoy to the 44. Gets by Daniel Thomas, the former Jaguars safety. And not really known as a safety, really a special teams player. What is there a debate here? I say the knee was down? Wait. This is getting reviewed? Now this is getting reviewed. Okay. So this is getting reviewed. Did they blow it dead? Don't tell me they blew it dead. Yeah, knee's down. Hang on a second. Thomas dragged him down. Let's see. When the knee come down. Yeah, knee's down. He got it. No, he got it. It's at the 41-yard line. He got it. Different Seattle defense this week. Ooh. I go Seattle. He got to the 41. I think that's the first. Yeah, I think Miami's winning the cup. Yeah, Broncos against Raiders. Actually, yeah, Broncos against Raiders. I kind of like that, yeah. First down, the 41-yard line. Yep. Your knee was down. Right call. Right call. First down. Staying with Dallas. 1:42 to go. I'm going to be at the bar late tonight. This game is taking a long time. All right, reset the clock. First down. First down remains. The clock reset back to 1:41. All right, staying with the Cowboys. After all that, Flournoy again having the best game of his career. Right, down 6 to run off. Smart pick to run off. High score Thursday game of the season. Yep, it's been a good one. At least Vowers and Genty. True. It's tough. Prescott backs up. Caught. Turpin will get out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Gain of 21. 2 blue backgrounds. Yes, I do like the score bug on that. Right. You didn't think ask Cowboys if they want to use the time before making the call? Yep. Yeah, Vancouver, they've been through a lot. This would be a good one for Vancouver. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom, back to his left. Prescott. Snaps it. They're going to send 5. Steps up, middle of the field, low throw. PI, doesn't matter. Ferguson makes the grab, diving down at the 23-yard line. And a few tough catches today. It makes that one. Penalty obviously be declined. First down. Anytime where the game is over and the Cowboys get onside. If the Cowboys get the onside, it's not technically over, but it'll be pretty close. Prescott stepping up, sacked, thrown down at the 29. It's Muhammad. His 3rd of the night. And the Cowboys will take a timeout. And now, if you go onside kick and you don't get it, it's over. 10th anniversary Miracle Motown. Yes, it was. I remember where it was when I was watching that. If it overs, they don't get the onside kick with 2 timeouts. Well, now it is because they called a timeout. Before, not so much. Now it is. Blows by Steele. 2nd and 17. Bama, Georgia. I have Georgia winning. And now it's over at this point. If they don't get it, it's over. Because you don't get the onside kick. You are now 40-second play clock. There's less than 80 seconds left. Yeah, it'd be over. It would be over. And make sure you click the link above if you haven't seen the most recent video. Cowboys play hope done. They got to run the table. They have no room for error. Prescott middle of the field. Double coverage. Intercepted. Reed. That's your game. DJ Reed on the pick. Wrong thing. Second win. Second turnover of the half. 3rd of the night for the Cowboy offense. And now it's over. 44-30. Your final score. All right, let's just make sure that this was a pick, and I'm going to hop off. Let's just double check. This was a pick. It looked pretty good to me. Was looking for Flournoy, and Thomas pokes it away. And then Reed snatches it. And that ball, great concentration. That ball never hit the ground. I don't think it did. Hang on. I don't think it hit the ground. Hang on. I don't think it hit the ground. I don't think it did, but you never know. There was some movement at the very end. There was some movement at the very end. I think this is good. I think this is good. Well, it's not fumble recovery. I think that's a good interception. I think it's clean. It is. They confirm it. Lions win. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 sign off. I will see you guys tomorrow.